Holy crap, I wasn't expecting that remix to go hard. Just a sec here, I'm still trying to get some stuff checked off, but let me get this off. And I guess we can put this away. And I can pop up over here, and then the sound. Alright. Oh boy! It is time! It is time! I got some stuff to say about today, not necessarily today, but this week's event. But I guess we'll do it as we do it. Let me make a check. Let me do a round on the chat really quick. Okay, Himari. Accidentally click on Himari and then she keeps on going for a while. Anyway, let me check chat really quick. Hi TGR, hi Multi, hi Tactician Chance, hi G and GSG, hi Gabrieko, welcome. Finally made on time, also helps that it's a good time of day in your country. Nice. You like your Ks? I like K. I feel like when the announcement, what do you call it? When the announcement came down when K was like, let me back up. When K was introduced, when K was announced way back when, I think everyone went crazy. And I was kind of one of them, so yes. I would say I do like K. It helps that she's what do you call this? It helps that she's very likable. And Comic Cat cannot be wrong about K, right? The whole she's like, it's like almost 3 times as much as Rio's, who's apparently second in the Comic Cat rankings as far as who they made a doujin of. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure I showed this in the Tomodachi live stream, but if I haven't shown it here, let me see if I can find it again. It might be in my saved stuff. By the way, while I'm looking for this, how did everyone's polls go? I'm assuming you guys polled already. So how did your polls go for both K and Aris, I'm assuming? Unless you had to pick between one of them. Pretty good. I like how K has an end animation with both Aris and armed Aris. Don't know about maid Aris. I think it's just between the two. I think it's just between armed and K. I don't think she has an interaction with any of the previous ones, unless they eventually put that back in. Pretty good. Hi, Isaiah Thomas. Welcome. Good enough. I did see one person. I did see one person, I shouldn't laugh about this because it might happen to me too, who had to go 400 in the banners to get both K and Aris, and it's like, ouch! There's a reason why we always save up for Sparks in case that happens. Usually it doesn't happen, but in the very real chance that it could still happen, yeah, you gotta be prepared for that. Otherwise, there's gonna be like a sea of tears. A sea of tears for why you will never get them. Wait, I'm trying to. I thought I found it. Oh, here it is. Is this it? No, this is from a year ago. Is it this the one? Okay, this is not the one I saw. This is like, I need the short version. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I showed this a few days ago, but we're gonna show it here again today. In case you haven't seen it yourself. I think there was also a illustrated version. AI or not, it was still illustrated and made it a lot easier to see, but I guess that got deleted. Hello, Lawman Awesome? I never know how to say your name. I see Mana, but I also see Awesome. All with 24k, nice. Got hours on 50 pulls, but then had to spark for K. Yeah, that does happen. I'm glad I didn't have to do that for Rio and Himari, but it might happen today. I think the same thing happened. What was the last fest before this? It was the Arius Summer, right? I think I didn't get Saori at the time. I don't have Saori actually. I don't have swimsuit Saori. So, oh jeez. Oh no, wait. The last one was Code Box, I think. In a fest banner with more high chance to get more purples. Yeah. But in case anyone didn't see the data on Comiket as far as the number of works involving certain characters, here you go. I'm hoping the numbers are visible here. But we have 135 for K. And it goes like all the way off screen. I didn't think it would be this high. Though if you were to adjust this for the new Nozomi in her pajama outfit, it's not even meant to be a Nozomama art, but you know, the hairstyle, how she looks like, everything. It just made it look like that, and it's basically agreed upon that she's Mama now. I guess that adds on to a bunch of other Mama characters, but I wonder how that stacks up to like Nico. And who are the other Mama characters? I just know Nico. I think there's also maybe Yuka. No, Yuka's not. Well, Yuka's a Mama to GDD, but she's not Mama, you know? That's an old one. It doesn't have Miyo, who has 31. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the only one I know about. It was probably updated not too long ago. K2GDD, yeah. But I think, I don't think anyone would call K, like, Mama to Sensei or anything like that. So, unlike Kaya. Kaya, love her or hate her. At the time when I first saw Kaya, I was like a little bit, it's alright. She's fine. I can kind of see the girl failure. But I think with main story 2, I am interested to see more Kaya, just to see how she would be there. Like, has she changed at all, or is she unrepentant? I feel she might be a little bit unrepentant. But part of me is like, maybe a little self-reflection would be nice, but, you know, it might be funnier if she didn't. So, we'll see. If you see K's MomoTalks, she is kind of a mama. Well, I haven't pulled for K yet. I did intentionally not invite any students to the cafe today, so that I could do those MomoTalks. But thinking about it, there might be a lot of MomoTalks today. I wasn't originally what do you call it? I wasn't originally gonna make this a MomoTalk stream, but I did the raid yesterday, so I wouldn't be capped on tickets, and it is like the easiest thing ever. I'll do like a couple of runs of the raid on stream. Just so we can say, hey, we did it on stream. We saw how this is done. But there's no story this week. No story this week, and yeah, I wasn't expecting no story at all. But I guess it's just the raid. And if you haven't seen the raid, if you're on the other servers, it will be a little bit different. Hey, but look, we got Malkuth down to 95%. 95.2% out of all of this ridiculous amount of HP. I did like a little math in the Discord, and I think at the time yesterday, I think I calculated about 2.2 million rank D runs would take Malkuth down. But if you don't do any refreshes or whatever, like refreshing tickets, I think each player has roughly 30 to 31 hits on Malkuth. And it would take about 72,200 players, 72.2k players to take Malkuth down. And I can kind of see why JP didn't have a chance unless they, unless they weren't so as active. But I feel like they may be more active. So I don't see how they weren't able to take Malkuth down. I mean, she still gets beaten either way. It's just, it's just they kind of had to test the HP bars and stuff. Music's a bit different. Yasa was a lot harder. Music's a bit different, yeah. Raid is pretty much just putting all your top DPS in one team. Top DPS in one team as well as different, I keep wanting to say elements, but it's not really elements. It's basically different types in the same team. So there is that. Because if you don't do that, your damage is going to be capped. So you got to do that too. I did see someone use a, what was it? A Bond 70 or Bond 80 Pina in the front row. And if you didn't check the bond levels, apparently every bond level is like 2% stat increase, which is pretty big if you got them to at least 20. Even bigger if you got them to 50, which I think my highest is like 30 something. But I didn't use any of them. I just basically used, for the most part, terrain advantage. And for the most part, everyone's at least, most people are at 20. Most students are at 20, but some are a little higher. They said JP has bots at that time. Ow. I guess I can see that happening. There'll be a story bit when she goes down to 50, and part 3 of chapter 3 is unlocked when she is defeated. Yeah, so I think, but I don't know if we'll be able to do it next week, depending on how this goes. So far, though, if we're going at about 5% each day. Yeah, if we're going about, it's actually no. I think it's about 5% each day. If it's about 5% each day, and we have essentially 13 days, I don't think we're gonna beat her either. I don't see that happening actually. So the raid might be intentionally over-tweaked so that everyone farms. I don't know if that's the case, because from the last rotation of raids, not everyone was able to farm those guys. And I got so many comments in one of the videos, or maybe a couple of the videos, about not seeing any more raids, can't use tickets anymore, and they got in late. And it's like, yeah, sorry. Apparently they did it, it was, nobody could farm that. But if you farm Malkuth, and you missed some of the more important stuff in the first shop, you could hypothetically exchange the Malkuth shards for the blue ones. It's gonna take a lot more though, but you could technically do that also. She is supposed to last 2 weeks just like in JP farm, for everyone to farm, yeah. JP got it with 1 day and 14 hours left. Oh, they did beat them. Okay. Well, I'm hoping we do the same, but right now it's not looking good. We lost down so many tickets from the raids being beaten so soon. Yeah, I don't think there was anything we could have done about it unless everyone was just doing C raids. Even if you just did C raids during the first part of it, I think it still would have been beaten early, but not as early as we did. So, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do the one raid for stream before doing any rolls. And then maybe I'll go back here and try out RS and K in slotting them in the team. But basically, I did D. I did mock battles on C and D. I can do one run on D. And what it calls? I can do one run on D. I can even auto on D, but that cuts it a little close. If I do manual, it's pretty quick. But this is my team. Top DPS, sure, but also terrain advantage. Not the highest terrain advantage, but it's kind of funny that Aru snuck in. Aru snuck in to this team. I was expecting to use Dress Hina, but Dress Hina is not as good in this comp, or at least not as good on this map. But Aru does pretty well, so that's why she's here. And as far as everyone else goes, and everyone's at least bond 40, so decent buffs. Decent buffs. I need to like get them to 50. The top DPS at least to 50. And then 100 is a dream for me. Malkuth global HP was calculated after we sweep phase 1 probably? Yeah, I kind of wonder about that. I haven't seen this intro yet. It looks pretty cool. However, for all the hype and aura that Malkuth seems to have, this fight's way too easy. Isn't Kisaki better than Shiroko? I'm not even checking on that. Oh wait, I still have an auto. You know what? Let's have it do an auto. Let's see if auto can do this. So the audio might be a tiny bit loud. Let me slow it down just a second. Oh crap. I need to be spamming the supports. Maybe spamming the supports, especially you. Okay. Yeah, I'm just letting them go. And I only have one heals, no tanks. But this should work. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which one you bring, but... Ah! Okay, no. Okay. I don't think she does enough damage to make, to like, what do you call this? To really hurt you. But just in case, there is a healer in the back. Yeah, auto doesn't use profit skill, so you gotta do that yourself. I think I did. Oh, I was gonna skip that. But I haven't seen this one yet. Look at that, so much aura, but she just gets beaten up so easily. Okay, turn off the skills for now. Okay, come back up. Bit funnels come. Get rid of bit funnels. And bars are going. Okay. Getting pretty close. I guess I'll go and spam this. Oh crap. I used the AoE too quickly. That's gonna hurt DPS a little bit. Get rid of that. Okay. Should have saved Chesed for later. 14 million from 120 million? You know what? I'm just gonna pop that. Oh, jeez. Oh, 10 seconds. I may have to reset. I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna have to reset. Ah, okay. Let me turn off the auto. Because I can do it much faster without the auto. It's just auto's a little dumb. But if I do it manually, it's so much faster. Okay, we gotta charge the Hanako up a little bit. I'm gonna ignore the bit funnels. Okay. Now we unload. Okay, where is... Get that in there. Yeah, auto's a little bit hit or miss for me. But manual is fine. Does Hog have buffs? I do not know. I haven't actually checked. It might, and I should probably do that. Don't want another dead week. That Zagi, I don't think we're gonna be able to beat Malkuth before the raid, before the thing is over. We barely scratched it, even after one day. If anything, I gotta give Malkuth props for being tanky, but that's about it. Okay. Well, this isn't gonna do anything, so... Chill for a little bit. Okay, is she targetable again? She is targetable again. Let's go. Okay, let's get that. Get this. Not as fast at popping skills as auto, but that is okay. It doesn't matter, but you gotta lead in with Wakamo. Or at least I would lead in with Wakamo. Okay, let's get that. A safe chested. Okay, 100%. You know what? Pop chested. And we should have plenty of time to spare. Get that in. But yeah, let's go. Oh dang, she is dead. 30 seconds to spare if I don't auto. But with auto, it gets a little close. Can see why Mecha Aris carries this raid. I don't even know what Mecha Aris does yet. But yeah, that's basically my raid experience right there. Leaving through lobby doesn't use it up. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, I know people have said take it easy. don't want another dead week, but okay, it's been almost 24 hours, 5%. So unless people start, you know, doing more the harder raids, I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Yeah, only 5% after 24 hours. Well, not even 24 hours, a little bit less than 24 hours, but still only 5%. People should be hitting, what do you call it? People should be hitting D if they can. If not D, you should be able to handle C. Unless you're like super new, and then that might not be as possible. But yeah. Hey Thango! Mecha Ara says she got EO and the boss is down. What? Anyway, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and roll. This is essentially gonna be a MomoTalks stream with a little bit of raids put in there. So that's where we're at the moment. I guess we're. I guess it doesn't matter who I go with first. But I want to save K for later. Let me see. I also gotta make sure of some stuff here. You know, I just might have to manual that. Okay, no, I just need to, I'm just double checking something. Can do D just takes at most 2 to 3 tries. 2 to 3 tries is still pretty good. That's actually still pretty good at 2 or 3 tries. Banners are linked, so don't worry about picking. Yeah, I know they're linked. It's just that I think it's a little higher on one than the other, or at least that's the focus. I'm just trying to find a picture right now just to get ready for the eventual rolls. Where is it? Where did I put the darn thing? Oh, right, it's probably here. Sec. I should have set this up earlier. I wasn't thinking about it. Okay, I got it ready. Iris Gundam, my beloved. It actually is. She's basically a Gundam. She is basically a Gundam. Alright, let's get started. How many tickets do I have that I can use? Oh, 20. 2 tickets, so 20. I thought it was I was hoping a little bit more than that. Okay, well. Bet in the next 100 pulls? Oh, you know what? Hold up. I should put a poll up. For people in Twitch, I don't think I'm gonna have the poll up. But on YouTube, just for fun, can we get Aris in 100? There we go. I'm sorry, Tactician Chance. I think you're the only one on Twitch right now, which is fine. But... okay. What should I make here? I'll just make a happy face for now. Oh! A spook? We got a spook? I know I can hit skip. I don't like hitting skip though, so... Alright. I forgot what number that was supposed to be. 7? 8? I'm just hoping if it's not Aris or K, it's someone new. Ah, Pina! Pina! Man, I was watching RC and Mint yesterday, and I didn't realize RC had like the Guide Pina curse. She might be the new rat. Is Pina like the new rat, or is that just different? I don't know. It's no longer Saya anymore, because Saya is probably in the archives. Ooh, actual pink? Alright. I'm not sure what it is supposed to be. I don't have time to make this. This is supposed to be the railgun, but I don't have enough time to make the railgun. Okay, I think that was 7. Come on. Ooh. I think I hit gold first before we do that. Draw a clank? What the heck is a clank? Oh! Not exactly who I was expecting, but hi Hoshino again. That's interesting. Maybe these shards can go towards her UE60. All right. Oh, that was the 10 pull tickets. Now we're getting to in the single pull tickets that we can now consolidate. Thank freaking goodness. Oh, pink again? Oh wait, I need to take count on how many pulls how many pinks I'm pulling. Just to see if we're actually hitting the 6%, because sometimes it doesn't. Wait. Ah, crap. What was that? Okay, that's, guess that's 3. Make a stick instead of a railgun. Stick. A stick. I can try making a stick. Oh, Millennium? It's Aris? Okay, that's a little too quick. That's a little too quick. Wow, she came home very quickly. Streamer luck. My luck is like up and down. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really bad. But this time it's been really good. Okay, I guess the poll, who voted poll yes? 73% said yes, 27% said no. You know what? I would have sided with the 27% too, so don't worry about it. Hacker? No, I'm not. I am not. Okay, well, got Aris. I don't think I need multiple Arises. I can always use Elefs to pad it out. Oh, I guess Hoshino's also a banner here. Ah. And so is Shiroko Terror, but not Mika. Actually, is Mika even part of the raid up? Not raid up, but is Mika part of the raids? Hanako swimsuit, Hina dress. Oh yeah, she is. School Neru, Mika's also here. So if you hit a 3-star, she's also gonna be in the pool. Nice. Show us her JP account with all the UE60 students. I don't have a JP account. I don't have a JP account. Need Wakamo, don't gosh her. Yeah, Wakamo would be nice too, wouldn't she? I guess if you don't have all the fest students, now would be the time to do it. I'm a little bummed though that the other unique students from previous banners don't show up here, so I gotta remember to actually roll for unique students when they do come up. It's just I'm always saving for fest. I'm always saving for fest, so it's a little sad. Like I'm sad I missed some of them. Though I am hoping that the GDD maids come up again so I can get Midori. And the camp also shows up again, but I don't know if they do that. In the free game Holocure, streamer luck is an actual mechanic. I have played Holocure, Costa. I have played Holocure. But I think the last time I played Holocure was when what was it? When the ID stage was added. But I haven't played since. I know there's a new update to Holocure that's coming out soon. TM. Don't know exactly when. I might play a little bit more of that when the time comes, though. Whenever I look at the clear units, people make me regret skipping the magical girls. Me too, actually. Me too. I kind of regret skipping at least Reisa. From what I can tell, Suzumi's like you can have her, you can not have her, but you know, do it anyway if you can. All right. Okay, Kay. I'm gonna put a poll for this one, but I'm gonna make the poll a little bit more. Well, maybe I'll get her before Spark. But will we have to Spark 4K? Suzumi's good in some teams. I don't even know what she does, but I would like it just for the MomoTalks. Alright, let's go. Okay, Kay, are you gonna be a huge tsundere and not come home like certain people? Oh wow, another pink. I'm gonna draw the K face. One single? Okay. What are the chances of this being K like right away? And you know, she's not being a tsundere this time. Oh, Momiji! I do like Momiji. I wish she got an alt though. Oh, Aru! Dress Aru? Nice. Sadly, I don't think Dress Aru UE60 does anything much, but you know, it helps her survivability a little bit. Alright, well, we're fully dipping into the pyroxenes now, think. Another hit. This do be a fest banner. This is a fest banner. Aru rented the dress and had to panic when it got blown up. Yeah, I remember that. I did the MomoTalk. I did remember that in her MomoTalk. Wait, was it a single or was it two pinks? I didn't see. 6 out of 50? Oh wait, did we get a double? Oh, Sukuyo again. Hi, Sukuyo. Wasn't expecting you. It was two pinks. I see. Okay. I didn't see what the next one was. At least if you give me a pink, it should be a new one, you know? Ah, Kanoe! Ah, Kanoe. She chased me again. Alright. Next. Oh, this is normal. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Oh, we got spook! Double spook! I really want Airy. I really want Airy. Please. Come home, Airy. Oh, Miyako. Oh wait, I do have Miyako now. Interesting. I didn't have Miyako for the longest time. I think I'm just missing Moe and Miyu from base SRT. Yeah, my SRT units are not all there. Okay. When was the other one? Oh, here we go. Nonami. Alright, it would be Nonami. Okay, well, hi. Lots of Eligbas at least. Okay. Okay, this might be normal. This might be normal. We gotta make some tears again. Spark incoming, you know, I'm feeling it. Yeah, there's nothing here. So many 3 stars and yet so many dupes, right? We are currently at 70. I'm gonna move so you can see the counter. There you go, the counter's now visible. Okay, no. No. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what I drew. Oh no. We might be getting one of these rolls gonna be a classic. When did you get Aris? I got Aris in 40. Yeah, I got Aris in 40. We're getting closer to 6% chance, which is not what you technically want. I guess not. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. No pinks this time. I guess the doubles are making up. Okay, we're at 100. In the back of my mind, I was hoping I'd get K within 100, but that's also not happening. Okay, well, Aris took all the luck. I think she did not want to be Gomen today. She saw way too much of the fan arts and also possibly the upcoming doujins in Comic Cat. Oh jeez. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is getting painful. Okay. She's gonna make me spark for her, isn't she? Have not hit a pink since. Why? 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 I guess the spooks were the pities. I don't know. Talk about Painfest. At least I wasn't the guy who had to do 400 to get both of them. Oh, at least it's pink now. Let's see. What's a happy face for K? Let's do happy face. Happy face. Double! Okay, we got a double. Okay. Someone new at least? New! There we go! Actually, no. No. Oh yeah, I don't have Noah. Oh, I don't have Noah. Well, I guess now I have another redirector. Okay, well that works. So close but so far. And at least we have a new one. Now we have Kayoko. Got her pajama alt? Ah man, I don't have any of the pajama alts. I might have to wait until Koyuki comes. Well, we're at 130 now. We're at 130. Useful for Yesod. I do want more Yesod raids. I don't know how people feel about that, but I do want more Yesod raids. Oh hey, another pink. Please, be nice. Oh, the very first one. Don't even have to wait. Okay, this is the second. This is the second time this stream. Kanoe really wants to show up, huh? Well, another pink. Kanoe, come to me. Okay, maybe I stop making happy faces. Maybe that's why she's not coming. Okay. More angry faces. Okay, single at 4. Don't have a single Wild Hunt student. At least they're not limited. Oh! Oh! Okay, here's a funny thing. Band Natsu keeps coming to my second cafe because that's where the drum set is. So this would actually be good, just so I can actually finally tap on her. It is rock, so I think the only ones I'm missing now for the band team is Yoshimi and Kazuza. They're the only ones missing. But yeah, I welcome the band Natsu. That's pretty good. Okay. Ah, this one's normal. Oh, they're both limited? Gosh darn it. Let's see. I guess we'll just draw tears now. Natsu band is just like Atsuko in combat. Interesting. So she's a healer? Okay, well, we're at 160. We're getting closer to Spark. I haven't looked at the polls yet. I'll look at the polls after the polls. But if anyone said I had to get Spark for K, you might be right. We do have a pink here, though. We do have a pink, but I'm gonna cry anyway, just to test my luck. Okay. Please? Please? I think it might be the next one. Millennium? Oh, wait! She's finally here! You did not have... I did not have to spark this. I did not have to spark this. It still was painful. It still was painful, but did not have to spark it. Welcome, Kay. Thank goodness you did not have to be convinced as much. Gabrioko! Look at my pools! It's at 170! Might as well spark, you know, at this point I may as well spark just to get more shards. Here's the question I have for you guys though. Who should I spark? Should I spark for Kay or should I spark for Aris? I'm thinking Aris because she's in the. Well, are they both front or are they or is Kay back? Spark for Aris. Get more armed Aris shards. Both is good. Aris. Okay, we'll do Aris then. We'll do Aris. But yeah, at least Kay came home. At least Kay came home. Aris, she needs it to. She needs it more. Kay's support. Aris' DPS are probably better. Gotcha. All right. Well, we're 3-2 Spark. May as well do it, right? Okay. UE 50 hours is insane. I mean, this just gets us a little bit closer to not having to use LFs. I'm just gonna sign my name for this one. So if I don't have to use LFs, that's okay. Well, we're just at extras now. And I have plenty of pyroxenes for the next set of banners. Because we still have the Amy and Yuzu banner. But I don't think that's as important as this one. But you know, I would still like to do it. I'm gonna go and do the skip button though. Okay. Umiko did not have to show up. She did not have to show up. I don't even use her. I haven't done her MomoTalk yet. Upgrading both K and Armed Iris drained all my Shalifans of actual cash. My credits has been hurting for a long time. Millennium Apocalypse is not over yet. Nope, it's not. It is not. There's still 2 more banners after this. All your tech notes and Blu-rays, you're not gonna have enough for all of them. And I did not get a dupe. No dupes. But this is okay. I will have to say though, I am thankful that there's no such thing as like a C6 in Blue Archive like there is in modern gacha gaming, because I think that's the most toxic thing ever. Why do I need to roll for multiples of a character to just unlock them at full power? Please, let me get them once and let me grind for the rest of them. for the rest of the power. That's how it used to be. That's how it used to be. Books for limit breaks. Yeah, books for limit breaks, everything. Okay, well, I'm gonna go in and get a dupe of Aris because I don't need it for everyone else. Oh wait, do I still get 100? Oh yeah, I still get 100 fragments. Okay. Yeah, I think the other thing I don't like about the Genshin, Genshin and Honkai are the same company, so the Hoyo formula is that every single character is limited. Now, you know, it's kind of in here in Blue Archive too, and you can't do really much about that. But at least some are limited and some are not limited. So it's a little bit of a mix of each. But having limited banners and then you miss them and you have to wait again to get them, I feel is also kind of toxic. I don't like weapon banners. Yeah, I don't like weapon banners either. Why are weapons in a banner? That should be farmable. Rolling for weapons is something I'm not a fan as well. Yeah. I mean, if I were to say something about that, I think weapon banners were technically a thing even before Hoyo. Because it wasn't in Grand Blue Fantasy. But the thing with Grand Blue Fantasy is you get the weapon, you get the character. Though you get the character, you don't have to do it again to make the weapon stronger. Because the weapons do need dupes, but you don't also need dupes for those. You can farm for the uncaps for those. So yeah. Anyway, it basically becomes grind blue. So did we have to spark for K? 37% said yes. We were pretty close. But 63% said no. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. It was Fated. It was Fate, I believe, that had the weapons, yeah. In BA, most of the good supports are not limited. Time to use Aris Armed and K and Chakma. I do want to try Aris in the Malkuth raid as well as the Chakma raid. And I think I need to add them here too. Hold up. I'm gonna have to kick some people out. Crap, I really don't want to kick anyone out here, but I think I'm gonna have to kick Iroha out and Ichika. And then we're gonna have to put in... where? Okay, this is alphabetical order. Aris should be up here. Oh wait, I haven't even done the regular Aris MomoTalk. Okay, so the Aris and K MomoTalk I probably won't be doing on this stream, even though I put K on the thumbnail, because I have a feeling those MomoTalks are not going to be... we probably don't want to do them until after the event is over. So we'll probably do the what do you call it? The Rio, Himari, and Toki MomoTalks. Plus, I haven't done the regular Aris MomoTalk. I haven't done the regular Himari MomoTalk either, but I don't have Himari? Do I have Himari? Regular? I do not. So they have spoiler warnings in them, so I guess we have to wait anyway. We would have to wait. I mean, I'm assuming by the time the MomoTalks happen for both K and Aris, it will be after Decagrammaton anyway. It's kind of weird that they have them available so soon, and then they give you the spoiler warning for it. K MomoTalks are marked as spoilers past episode 1. Regular Himari Momos are hilarious. I wish I had Himari though. I wish I had Himari, but I just don't have her. How do I get Himari? Wait, I have to roll for her, don't I? Where is... oh wait, do I have Himari? No, this is not in alphabetical order. I'm gonna have to do alphabetical. And Himari is not here? Wait, do I have regular Himari? Hinata. Wait, I'm special. Himari regular. Himari, I do not have her. Okay. Armed Aris MomoTalks are only marked spoilers on Final Ep. I see. Aris Gundam, a Final MomoTalks, the biggest spoiler for the finale of Decagrammaton. Yeah, I think for the both of them, we're gonna have to wait. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait. But at least the other three, we don't have to. Can get Armed Aris Live 2D before the spoiler app. Usually when I do the MomoTalks, I like to do all of them in one go. I don't like to break it up. So that's gonna have to wait. But I should invite them to the place now. Oh crap, where am I gonna send you? I can't send both of them to the same room. Kay's gonna have to be over here. I wish I could invite both of them to the same cafe though. Oh wait, she's glowing pink. Use a paid ticket? Nah, I'm not gonna use a paid ticket. How much is a paid ticket? 30? I'm not gonna use that. Did you buy the furniture? I did. I already got the furniture. Aris is gonna have to be here for now. Sorry, but sorry, Aris, but this is a Gomen. I literally just said Gomen Aris. Oh jeez. Look at her. I kind of wish I did the battle pass, but I don't quite agree with it. So she looks. Oh, that's cute. So is Ibuki here. You know how people keep saying bald Momoi and bald Midori, but then I'm looking at Aris and it's just like she's bald in a way because she doesn't have her gear on her. Gosh darn it, I'm looking at her whenever she walks, and I know you can see the front of her leotard whenever she faces you. But it almost looks like it's like you're getting panty peeks from behind. Where's the charger? Wait, does she actually have to use a charger? Since when? I wish I can rotate this thing. Why won't they let us rotate the cafe? How long does it take to get the entire set of the airship if you have enough, what do you call this? Crafting fragments. Maybe you can do it sooner than later. But, let me see. Where is the... I need the furnitures for both of them. Is it direct decoration? Or is it furniture? It's probably this one. Let's see what's... Oh, game development department space. Oh wait, I have the big furnitures for the airship, just not the other stuff. Need AAA batteries for Arisu. How many AAA batteries do you think Aris needs? She's not exactly a big girl, but you know, I feel like she burns through that like crazy. Oh, here's K. Here's K, original K. Oh, you need this much space to work. That's okay. At least two. Where's the window stuff? Window is wall decoration? Oh, here it is. I guess I have to install this in the other one for now. She clearly needs D batteries, probably. Oh, look at her. Look at her. Just... I wish they had like interactions with other people while they're interacting with their furniture. It would be funny. I think you can kind of set it up to where it kind of seems like they have one. But yeah, that's pretty nice. It's nice that I can actually zoom in this much. I feel like you weren't able to zoom in this much before. Unless I just never tried. This is pretty good though. Would be hell to animate if that happened? Probably. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna have to do this temporarily because it's gonna like clash with everything I got here. But let me see about the wall decoration. Holy crap, that takes up a lot of space. Can I move this? Okay, we're gonna have to move this first. Move this over here. And then where is the... Oh, I have to like bring it up again. We got the window on this side. And this wardrobe is blocking it. That's a weird little thing to do. Okay, where am I gonna put you? Let's put you on this side. Yeah, let's put you like right there. Okay, furniture again. We're gonna install this here. This looks so out of place. This looks so out of place, but you know what? That's just how furnitures are. Oh, that's pretty cool! So if you have this, and you have her interact with it, she's just gonna be like, stuck outside all the time. That is pretty cool though. I wish she had her gear inside the cafe, but this is fine. I guess she does have the gear if you have the hanger from the banner. Not the banner, what do you call that? The battle pass. But she's gonna have to keep flying forever. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna give them gifts right now, because I usually try to save the gifts, and we're not gonna do their MomoTalks anyway, so... I wanna poke you a bit. Wow, she actually becomes nice so quickly. She's blushing! Don't just call me cute? Wait, what does she mean by that? What does she mean by don't just call me cute? Did she want something else? Still can't believe that she used to be a world-ending danger. I mean, things were really different back in Volume 2, right? Things were so different back then. And I feel like part of that was like her misunderstanding some things, or at least not, you know, she's always been do it through the do it by the program, do it by the book, and also do it for the princess. But ours didn't want that, right? Heart is tensing up from Kay. She is really cute though. She has gone through a lot. Yes, Mom. Yes, Mom. Wow. Yes, Mom. I do need to exercise more. Thank you, Kay. Thank you. Oh, she gets little swirly eyes. She gets little swirly eyes. That's fun. I mean, just from this, I can see why people really like her. She is cute this way. I'm sure the MomoTalks will be much better if we can do them. Wonder if in the future we'll learn more about nameless gods and priests from Kay? I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so, but I think it'll be a while before we revisit that again, because main story part 2, from what I understand, doesn't deal with any of this stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping we do. Okay. I'm gonna have to check on Aris next. Oh wait, that's Hoshino. Wait, where's Aris? Where did I put her? Oh, right before. Okay. Okay. Very similar to a game you played before. They do have the... They do have like Gundam arcade cabinets in Japan, where you actually get into the cockpit and control the Gundams from there. I haven't tried it myself though, but if you wanted to do those, I think you needed a card or something so you can save your data. Otherwise, you have to like start over every single time. It looks fun. Also, it looks kind of intimidating. Saw what?
そうです。さっきアリスは窓から入りました。
Oh yeah, the
こ
window.
のモードのアリスは光属性と飛行属性を持っているんです。
Light and
危
flying?
ないから普通にドアから入ってきてほしい。
Light and flying attributes, so she's light and flying type?
この装備は不安
I
定な
don't
ので
think light's
定
a
期的なメンテナンス
type in
が必要
Pokemon,
で
right?
す。でも安心してください。ひまり先輩とリオ先輩、それにウタハ先輩も
Utaha
い
mentioned.
つでも持ってきていいって言ってくれましたから。
Of course, Utaha will be her main mechanic.
どなたかに頼むと他の2人の機嫌が悪くなっちゃうんです。アリスはどうしたら。
Ask Kay. Maybe Kay can fix you up. I don't know. Good lord. Skirt's so short, but skirt doesn't matter. Especially when this bottom part over here is showing the way it is. Wait, did my mouse disappear? I may have been recording something and my mouse disappeared because of it. Ah, yeah, I did. There we go. There's a skirt. There's a tiny little skirt.
あちこちにぶつかってしまいます。
Otherwise, her backside would be
羽
completely
がある人
exposed.
って普段どうしてるんでしょう。アリスの知ってる中で一番羽が大きい人は。あ、後で風紀委員長に聞いてみますね。
Oh, right. She hasn't met any of the Trinity girls. She hasn't met anyone from the Tea Party. I think, well, no. The Tea Party is not the only one with wings. I think I'm the only one in... Yeah, the Justice Task Force also has wings, so she's never been to Trinity. She doesn't know anything about them. She's only known about Hina. So the wings thing is like, wait, there are other students with wings.
ゲームばっかりやってるとそのうち桃井みたいになるって言われました。どういう意味でしょう。アリスは桃井が大好きなので桃井みたいになりたいです。
Well...
先生までどうしてそんな反応を。ケイと同じです。
I mean, Momo's not bad. She's a little head empty a lot of times. I think Kay might be worried that you're gonna turn into a gamer like Momoy, so that's probably an issue. I remember a game on the Xbox Kinect that had the first-person view inside the mech, but it was a pain in the ass to play and was forgotten along the rest of bad ideas that Xbox had back then. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the times when they do something like that, they didn't properly test it. Like for the proper player experience. I don't know. Yeah, Trinity and Gehenna are the main ones with wings. Yeah, no one in Millennium has wings. And actually, no one in Millennium has animal parts. The only reason why Momoy and Midori even have the cat ears is because those are headphones. Oh, that's all she says? I feel like Kay had more lines. Hibiki? Oh, right, I forgot about Hibiki. She's the only animal person, I guess, with the dog stuff. Thank you, Braxit. Right. No wings, but we have one dog for some reason. Out of all the clubs, we only have one dog. Okay, well, I think it's time to actually do the MomoTalks. We have Himari, Rio, and Toki. I feel like Himari and Toki are gonna be like a lot of favorites for people, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with Rio for this one. Unless I should start with the others. I don't think any of these three have story spoilers, right? It's just Aris and Kay for the most part. Neru has animal ears. I guess if you count the fake cat ears from the what do you call this? The amusement park, sure. Asuna is a dog. Yeah, I guess she's got the golden retriever spirit. Alright, Rio, have I done your regular MomoTalk? I think I have. I'm just gonna double check. I feel like I've done it like a long time ago. If not, this might be a time to do it. Yeah, we did it a long time ago when she first came out. I just don't have Himari, but that's okay. Okay. Oh! I don't think I've ever seen this before for Hikari. Up, up, down, down. Why does she have the Konami code as her profile message? That's funny. Yeah, their birthday is in 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 14th, I think. And we have a lot of Nozomama fan art floating around. Okay, Rio. It's her driving cheat code. Ah, that's what she does. Alright. Sensei, how has life been on the transport ship? Tell me if you experience any discomforts. I'll do what I can to improve them. Ah, on the transport ship. Well, I guess there's still the transport part. I'm living in luxury? Doing well, thanks to you. I guess we haven't seen what Sensei's room looks like, but I think we saw the bunk bed, so pretty good. I'm happy to hear that, but don't hesitate to ask if there's anything you need at all. If there's anything you need at all. And you, Rio, how are you holding up? What do you mean? I'm fine. Why do you ask? What is a maid robot? What? What is a maid robot? I began to wonder if Rio had been keeping her room tidy. Worried, I went to go check on her. I think the maid... Is she talking about a Roomba? Okay, we have this music. You already know something funky is gonna happen because of this music. Sensei, what brings you here? Oh? Wow! 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 What? Wow! What? Do you plan to make a tier list on what EX skill you can survive? I haven't thought about doing that, actually. But if we have a free week where we're not doing story or MomoTalks, I can probably fit that in somewhere. I also need to update my not necessarily tier list, you know, the character sorter, the blue archive sorter. I need to update that to take into account the additions of Wild Hunt and the Decagrammaton stuff. So, alright. Wow! Is this place cleaner than expected? What a clean room! I'm so proud of you, Rio! Is this what the Miracle 5000? I don't know. I see. You were worried about me. Don't worry, I have a friend that helps me clean now. Let me introduce you to Housekeeper Avant-Garde. Housekeeper Avant-Garde? Okay, it just looks like the Avant-Garde. You would think they'd at least put a little maid headdress on it to make it look like a maid at least. This, while it looks similar to its predecessor, I modified this version for housekeeping duties. What do you think? Great, right? Oh, so you didn't do any actual cleaning yourself. I mean, I wouldn't if I could help it. If the cleaning was done by an avant-garde that I made, isn't it the same as me doing it myself? I mean, to an extent. Anyways, this was a very successful trial. I plan on using Housekeeper Avant-Garde even after returning to the Academy. If possible, it wouldn't be a bad idea to mass produce and distribute them. If you plan on mass production, an ordinary maid robot would be better. An ordinary maid robot. Maid robot. A maid robot is one that helps with cleaning and other chores, yes? In that regards, isn't Housekeeper Avant-Garde an excellent maid robot already? You don't seem convinced. Yeah, I think Sensei wants something a little bit better to look at than the Avant-Garde. I sure would. Right. I'm missing the most important aspect of a maid. The uniform. And when she says that with a smile, I am worried. A little bit. In that case, I'll put Housekeeper Avant-Garde in a maid uniform before I begin mass production. Wait a second. What's wrong? Doesn't the maid uniform solve the issue? I'm trying to say it'd be nice if you could redesign its appearance. Thank you. Be a little bit more direct about it. Please elaborate for me. I don't know. Have you seen Maho Romantic? Maho Romantic. What other maid robots have there been? I feel like there's been quite a few. What do you think a maid robot should look like, Sensei? Cute and lovely, no question. Isn't Avant-Garde cute and lovely? You gotta be joking. And have poise and elegant posture. Again, so does the Avant-Garde. From a certain perspective. A reliable existence that can do anything. Okay, I think that can do it already. Mass-produce Aris. Aris is not a mass production. Well, Aris is not that kind of robot to be mass-produced. She is unique. And if you think about Kay, she's also kind of unique at this point too. There's no way they can mass-produce either of them. It'd be kind of scary if they did. So, like the Avant-Garde, in a cute maid uniform. Now that we already discussed his clothing, but Avant-Garde is superior even in that aspect. For example, CNC also wears maid uniforms, but since they're not robots, you can't call them maid robots. I wonder if CNC even cleans, like actual cleaning, not the espionage cleaning. Even if you put Aris in a maid uniform, she can't be a maid robot. She's a person, not a robot. However, Housekeeper Avant-Garde is a robot. Thus, if you put Housekeeper Avant-Garde in a maid uniform, it makes her the best maid robot out there. She does have a point. I don't agree, Sensei, but you know that's a debate for another day. Kay's body was mass-produced twice, both her drone and the lab one. That's a little different. Her current body cannot be mass-produced. Which makes me wonder how the heck the engineers came to be. Because they had to get their bodies somewhere. It appears we've come to a stalemate. I was unaware that our tastes were so vastly different. Let us gather more data from the others. We can put Avant-Garde in a maid uniform and ask everyone their opinions. Maid uniform and robot. Combined to become maid robot. Everyone will have no choice but to acquiesce to this incontrovertible truth. Incontrovertible? I don't think I've seen that word before. And where are you going to find a maid uniform? Maybe Toki has a spare uniform or two. Toki's uniforms won't fit on that thing. Then I'll modify the Avant-Garde until it does. I need to go borrow a maid uniform from Toki then. I'll see you later. She's serious about this. Well, I was morbidly curious about how this endeavor would turn out. And I guess we're gonna continue in the next one. Well, the maid robot... Delivering my report, Sensei. To cut to the chase, borrowing a maid outfit... failure. However, rationally speaking, is there not a strong argument for Avant-Garde who does housekeeping being a maid robot? A maid is someone who does housekeeping for work. Avant-Garde is a robot that does housekeeping. Therefore, Avant-Garde is a maid robot, as it is taking on the same role. Following this syllogism, we can draw more similarities between the two. Fine, you win, Rio. You win. We just gave up right there. Decagrammaton probably found the lab and woke up the triplets to do its bidding? Probably. Probably. I mean, I guess the bodies had to come from somewhere, so that's probably where they came from. It will likely just be the two of us on the ship today. Everyone is out on personal errands. Wait. I'm assuming the time we're on the ship is... assuming the length of this event is canonically how long it takes to... Wait. Let me back up. My mind is getting jumbled up. I'm assuming the length of this event that we're in right now is canonically how long it took to do this part of the story. So like maybe a few weeks to a month, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. It's like, where did all the food come from? Do we have like a greenhouse or something? And amongst other things, not as long. I'm kind of hoping not, but only 2 of us in the ship today. Personal errands. Okay, it'll be quiet then. We have a vending machine. True, we do have a vending machine. You're right. But the vending machine doesn't last long. Alright. Ah, crap. Exactly. I plan to take full advantage and tend to some work that's fallen by the wayside. Some of my more delicate work requires me to operate in a tranquil environment. The ship's operating system may restart momentarily. It's not due to any failures, so please don't panic. And just what are you up to? Secret. That's all. Good luck in your endeavors. I wonder if this is the robot. The Neo Avant-Garde. Soliloquy. I was working by myself in the room when I went outside for a breather. What does Sensei even work on while he's here? Did he bring paperwork with him? I like this background. It's quiet. I wonder what Ryo is up to. Not here. Huh? I don't want to bother Sensei. I have to be as quiet as possible. Question mark, question mark? Curiosity piqued. I followed the sound of her voice. K can materialize stuff. I'm kind of hoping it's not that. It's not that case. Be kind of weird. What are we eating? Magic food? Magic tech food? Ryo, you here? Oh, right. She does have a headset. That kind of surprised me a little bit. Ryo? She hasn't noticed that I'm here. She's so focused. I shouldn't bother her, so let's watch for now. We're just watching her with a headset, not aware we're here? Okay. I feel like this could be a setup for a doujin, but that might just be me thinking stuff. Yes, right there. Be as careful as possible. This... too hard. Need to go slower. Perfect. Just like that. Wait. It's delicate there, so handle it gently. Yes, right there. What is she doing? Good job. Remember that feeling. Now, let's do it again. What is she doing? Ryo's soliloquy went on and on. I was worried about other people seeing her when they returned, so I tried to get her attention again. Ryo? Let's try this area now. You can do better now that you're used to it, right? I think she's training an AI or something? It might still be the maid robot from before. Ryo? Oh, she finally noticed us. Sensei, how long have you... When you said to be as careful as possible? That's... So you saw... You should have said you were here. You surprised me. We did. What exactly were you doing, though? It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. I see. I won't ask further, then. It's fine. It doesn't matter since you already saw me doing it. I was upgrading the transport ship. Oh, so you had, like, drones outside or something? Huh. With this Amos. Well, okay, it's probably a different Amos unit, because this one doesn't have arms, it has guns, but okay. Ah! I've gotten some useful parts during our recent operations, so I thought I would take advantage of the empty ship while I had the chance. And I also wanted to make upgrades in secret and surprise everyone. I see! I'm so proud of you, Ryo. Yes, thank you. By the way, why is your face red? That's not a rational response. The way I was talking to myself was a bit strange. Is that so? I only said fairly ordinary commands though. Yeah, I think I see what Sensei was thinking, but it seemed fairly normal otherwise. Careful. Slow. Perfect. Okay. When you say it like that, in that cadence, yeah! Careful. Slowly. Perfect. Now go in. Dock carefully. Is that how we get Kether's air strike skill? I don't think so. I think we just do cubes. That's a K thing. That's delicate, so be gentle. Yep. Yep, that part is delicate. That part is delicate. That was more or less what I said, right? None of that was strange, was it? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Right. Not weird at all. That only confuses me more. There must be something you know that I don't. Yeah. Don't worry about it. But I believe myself to be an expert in this field. Could it be that? Are you concerned about me choosing to work in secret? I truly just believe that was the most rational approach. I wouldn't do anything to cross the line. I wouldn't. That is absolutely not it. Your reaction seems sincere. That must not be the reason either. But I can't think of any other rational possibilities. What are you hiding from me, Sensei? Don't worry about it. This Sensei just has a very dirty mind. Very dirty mind. Don't worry. Please be honest so I can make sense of this situation. You must be tired from all that work. I can make you coffee you like. Even I notice when you so blatantly try to change the subject, Sensei. For a cup of coffee made by you, however, I'll let it slide. Under one condition. Since you're making coffee anyways, can you stay and assist me? Wearing the HMD blocks my vision, so it inconveniences me while working. You aren't busy, are you? I can stay, I'm totally free. I'll be counting on you then. If it's you, I know I can trust you as an assistant. I quickly made coffee, then helped Rio with a transport ship upgrade. I was glad I made it out there without her realizing somehow. Yeah, I think there was some innuendo there that she did not understand because she's not wired for that. Thank you, Sensei. I couldn't have completed the ship's upgrades without your help. While the scale of the improvements aren't what I hoped for, these small steps will accumulate into actual progress. Great work, really. And regarding your unexpected subject change, I thought about it. Could it be you misunderstood and thought I was communicating with someone in VR? Yes, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. I see. Unfortunately, I don't use VR chat. Although, I did make an avatar once, out of curiosity. Really? I want to see. What does it look like? Does it look like you? Does it look like something else? Is it your persona? You want to know? Well, I'll show you sometime. It has a maid outfit. Okay. Don't tell me it's a robot. Because it's a Vanguard. I can't wait to see. She made the Vanguard even for VR chat. At least it has a maid outfit now. Lovely. There's a lot to do in the hangar today. I'll be performing a mass maintenance on my Almas units. Be mindful of that if you need to access any of the facilities there. Can I come watch? You want to watch? That won't be very fun for you. But if you insist, you can come. The work itself is mundane and repetitive. Even I'd enjoy the company. Okay, not the scene yet. I made sure to make it to the hangar on time to meet Rio. I kind of missed the Neo Vanguard in the background. You're here. I'm updating all the AI algorithms for my AMAs right now. A lot of data we've gathered here is new to me, so I had to update the relevant processes to analyze all of it properly. Oh, it's moving. Yeah, but there's still a lot to be done. I need to review all of the results and make sure the new data is processing properly. That's where basic AI reaches its limits. It's only capable of making decisions from given commands. Basic AI. It refers to AI that processes defined work based on specific roles. Each has its own specialized field and they surpass humans in those fields. But because it functions based on learned data, it's not capable of creative thought processes like people are. There are other models that are capable of independent creative reasoning. We call these models advanced AI. Aris falls under this case. And, interesting. I don't think like this anymore, but I originally believed that AI had no ego. I thought they were just replicating intelligent actions. Just like the mystery language room argument. Mystery language room argument? I don't think I've heard of that. Replicating intelligence. What is the premise of that argument? Imagine there was a room filled with every possible question and answer, but written in a language that you don't know. Everything in that room would look like drawings to you, but you would know that one specific drawing is a question, and is followed by another drawing, the answer. Now I'll write down one of the questions in that room on a paper and hand it to you. You'll take my drawing, the question, and hand me back the appropriate drawing, the answer, that you find in the room. The result is that we'll be able to hold a written conversation, despite your ignorance of the language. From an outside perspective, it would appear that you know the language well. But all you did was provide the appropriate drawing based on the provided one. Meaning you're using predetermined rules to answer the question. You don't understand the meaning behind your actions. To expand further, since advanced AI follows a system, how can it have an ego? That's a difficult question. I think I get what she's trying to say here. Like, okay. Yeah, okay. I think this might be a good discussion point right here. I don't want to get too much into the weeds here because it's still a really, really complicated subject. Chinese room thought experiment, I don't know about that. What I hate about AI is that it's not actual AI, but just programs that don't have short and long-term memory. And don't try to differentiate results besides the first outcome. Yeah, so the AI we have right now, I think I don't know much about AI in general, but I'll try to explain what I understand anyway, is that the AI we have right now are not smart. ChatGPT is not smart. None of the other AIs are smart per se. They have just been fed a lot of data, and based on that data, they will give you an answer what they think is the best answer. And for the most part, because they basically go on like a, what do you call this? If you know a little bit of programming, you know your if-else statements. And those if-else statements, if something happens, you do this one thing. But if it's not, if that one thing isn't the answer, then you do something else. I think for the most part, what I do believe for most of these AIs anyway, is one gigantic nest of conditionals, if else. I guess people are kind of the same way, but we also have other reasonings too, I feel. But it's complicated. It's complicated. But basically, they have a set of rules that they go through and find the most appropriate answer based on those rules, but don't go past that. I think that's what this conversation is right here, what she's trying to say. Hence, if you're just going through a set of rules to get to an answer, they have no ego. But like they have no, I guess ego, you can probably say soul, you can probably say a mind, whatever makes them a person and not just a program. I might say something controversial here. On one hand, a lot of people would like to say someone like, I say someone because I kind of do recognize them as maybe not quite a person yet, but kind of getting there. Like, have you guys heard of Neuro? VTuber Neuro, the AI VTuber? She does some pretty interesting things that makes me think she kind of can think a little bit, but I feel like she's not quite there yet. She is interesting to look at, and the stuff that comes out sounds like actual conversation, especially when people talk to her, she replies. She used to be much worse. If you've seen how she grew from when she started, she's definitely more human-like now. Does she actually have an ego? Does she have a mind? That is debatable. On the surf, well, personally, I think it's debatable. But I do believe eventually she could get there, and if she does get there, it's going to be a very interesting time. Evil, I feel like, is definitely not on the same level as Neuro. She's definitely more programmed to be a gremlin than Neuro. I say program, but then again, that's kind of learned behavior on her part. So I haven't seen much Neuro clips recently. That's kind of interesting, actually. But she's probably gonna, if somewhat maybe, get there, but not quite. When she can have like independent thought and actual goals and reasoning on her own, maybe we can kind of argue that. But it's really, really hard to say yes or no on that one. Evil karaoke today? Nice. But yeah, I don't know. It's a complex subject, both technically and philosophically, that I really don't know how to talk about it. Just what I understand. So I see where she's going with this, though. That is a difficult question at the end of the day. Yeah, that's why I didn't think they did. Yeah, so Aris acts more like an actual person, not actually an AI. Though I think she might have been built like an AI first. But again, you know, science fiction, anime logic, what have you. She learned through video games, which is the funniest part. If Aris didn't learn through video games, I think she would just gone defaulted to her original programming and taken over the world. But I think it wasn't always up to her, right? I think it was also partly K. I think K was K the division program? I think K was a division program and she became her own thing eventually. I think K, though, specifically may have... I don't know if K had a mind of her own before Aris was conscious. I feel like it's a little ambiguous. But K is definitely a lot more mature than Aris. She definitely seems to know a lot more than Aris does. Makes me think of that imagine of a guy. Say I'm alive to computer and echoes back and the guy acts stunned. I don't think I've seen that one. But if it's just echoing what you say, I don't think that proves anything. But yeah. I believe they were just machines following rules provided by humans. And to me, that was rational. Makes sense at the time, it makes sense. Until I met Aris. I didn't understand her. How she worked, how she came to be. So I think I was afraid. Afraid of the realm of unknown. But I realized I need to accept that. The unknown. Like how humans are each unique, I need only accept that Aris is unique in her own right. Logical reasoning is important, but I don't have to reason everything rationally. because real life is not a thought experiment. Oh, wow! She has actually grown so much. Before, everything like that's not rational, that's illogical. She seemed more robot than Aris was at the time. But that's she's grown. She's grown. That's pretty good. If I have to think, Kay is more like sealed but conscious. So you think Kay might have been an actual person back in the day when Aris was made, and she just got sealed in a program? I can see that happening. But I feel like she was also just made as a program too. But you know what? There probably is an argument that she actually probably used to be an actual person because of how much more mature she is than Aris. The other thing I'm thinking of, which is probably less likely, is that Aris is less mature than Kay. Probably because she was brought up on video games. That's just the silly part of the argument. What if Aris is only immature because she was brought up in video games, especially the games that the GDD have? I mean, imagine being brought up by Kuso games. It can't be good for you. It can't be good for you. But if you remember how she was back then, she basically had to look at a database for almost every single little thing until she learned, basically. So yeah, she's more AI than Kay is. Huh. What's going on here? Hey Kyoko Enjoyer, we're doing MomoTalks today. We're not doing the Kay and Aris MomoTalk because apparently huge spoilers for Decagrammaton, so we'll wait until Decagrammaton is over to do those. So for now, we'll do these. And we're starting with Rio. And I need to get going. Only grown? Only just a little. But that's still huge for you, considering where you came from before. So please continue to look after me. I plan to grow more and more. And in order to do that, I should move forward with my housekeeper avant-garde production plans. And she's not giving up on that idea. Right. I'll be rooting for you. She really wants to do that, doesn't she? I helped Rio and chatted with her as she continued updating the Amos. Though I have to think, is the avant-garde housekeeping thing worse than whatever the engineering club would come up with? It might actually be better than what the engineering club might come up with. But at least the engineering club might make it look better. So a little bit of collaboration on the aesthetics would be nice. A little while later. Oh, wait. Has this BGM played before? I don't think I've heard this one. It's kind of nice. Anyone know what this BGM is? That wraps up my task list today. It went much more quickly than expected. Thank you. I was just your conversation buddy, and that helps a lot, actually. That alone improved work efficiency. Anyway, since that leaves us some free time, do you want to try the mystery language room argument with me? There are issues with the experiment itself, but it's fun to conduct. It'll be difficult to dedicate an entire room to it, but we can compromise with flashcards and an answer sheet. And I happen to have an entire setup prepared, ready to use. She's been wanting to do this for a while, hasn't she? Okay, yeah, sure, let's try. I kind of want to try that myself too, just to see how it would work. I'm going to give you some picture cards that look like characters. You have to give me an appropriate card based on the answer sheet like your matching pictures. Let's get started then. You know what, I kind of wish this was a mini-game. It's not a huge part of the story, but I just wish this was a mini-game so I could see it myself. There was a deck of cards with various drawings, question mark, and characters, question mark, drawn on them. Rio then handed me a complex answer sheet, as well as a card with a question written on it. Although it was full of characters I didn't understand, I looked at the answer sheet and handed her the matching card. But I don't think I was choosing the correct ones. Sensei, does that mean you... no. This is what the experiment was about. Unfortunate. If this really were Sensei's true intentions... What did it mean? What are you talking about? I wish you wouldn't make me say something like that aloud. Please don't get angry at me. Is Sensei screwing up so badly? Maybe... I mean, this is also kind of part of AI training, but still. I'm not angry or anything. Sorry, let's continue, shall we? I mean, this is how you also teach someone, kind of. I continue with the experiment as Rio suggested. I'm surprised we're spending a lot of time on this. Yes, I agree. So you had that side of you, Sensei. That was unexpected information. What are we doing? But still, isn't this a bit too bold? If Sensei wants to, I'm okay with it, but... wants to what? Wants to what? The experiment continued with about 10 more questionnaires. I'm confused. I have ideas, but I'm confused. Rio gave diverse reactions to each one. Good work, Sensei. What the cards were about? Is it a secret? I'm not telling. Okay. Okay, it sounded personal. Definitely sounded personal. She's asking questions in a fake language and Sensei's answering correctly. However, he is unaware of what he's saying. It's kind of the point. Get what Rio meant, but don't want to fully explain it. I think I know what she meant. I think I know what she meant. The issue is it actually the topic? Why? Aren't they about me? That's true, but a wish is something you keep in your heart until your answers come to fruition. I'd like to keep this to myself if possible. I see. So we're saving that for the future marriage update. I see. Next on, marriage update in the game when, please. People have been asking for it. When is it happening? No matter how I look at it, it's not enough. I want it as close to perfect as possible. The avant-garde? While I enjoy working at the avant-garde as well, this time I'm speaking of my suit. If I could install a heater function in some capacity, I'd be better prepared for a wider range of variables. Makes sense. Sounds very rational. There's no time to waste then. Oh, is it finally time? Oh, geez. This won't be a surprise, but I gotta wonder what the thought process was getting into this. Rio called me. Sensei, do you have a minute? The suit modifications are complete, but I can't test them alone. And I can't use Housekeeper Avant-Garde either. Would you be able to be my assistant instead, Sensei? Sure, on my way. Thank you. Then please come to my room. Why does it have to be in the room? Why can't it be in the hangar? I guess everyone else is here right now, so... Welcome. As I said, I've completed modifications on my suit. It looks the same. Yes, on the outside it does. Rather than adding more parts, and therefore more weight, I repurpose existing features. Specifically, I create a heater. I already installed an augmenter that amplifies electric signals in the body, so it can easily be used to deliver heat. Okay. I only need to tweak a few lines of code and the process was faster than I expected. However, I still need to test it. So I need your help, Sensei. Okay, just tell me what to do. I didn't realize the suits were that advanced, that they had script in them. I'm going to raise the suit's temperature, and I'll need you to check the thermal camera to see if heat is being evenly distributed throughout. Alright, sounds pretty simple. And then I'll need you to check if the heat is leaking anywhere. So please run your hands over my suit's exterior. Can't that be picked up with the thermal camera? The heat leakage? Unless it's that small. That is quite intimate. That is quite the intimate. Wow. Let me get bigger here. I forgot it was so small. Are you sure? Not so simple. It'll just be my back. I can do the rest myself. The back is plenty. The back is plenty. The back isn't just your back. It's also, you know, the back of your torso, the back of your shoulder blades, your butt. Housekeeper at Vanguard isn't capable of detecting temperature via touch. I need to confirm the suit is working as intended, so I can only turn to you for help, Sensei. I'm guessing we're alone. We're alone, and she can't ask anyone else for help. Wow. Well, if it's Sensei, it's not just the back. The back is just as sensitive as the front. Yes, I'll be in your hands then. I measure the temperature with the thermal camera and check for leaks by running my hand along Ryo's back. Okay. Touching sounds. Sorry, was that uncomfortable? No, that's not it. It's just surprisingly ticklish. And temperatures are rising faster than I intended. Yeah, that's called that's called a reaction. Anyways, please continue. Sure. I'm assuming we don't have any plug suit Ryo dojins yet. So that's probably gonna come out in a couple of months in Comiket. I continue to diligently check the suit and Ryo's temperature. The touching sounds are so funny. Good work. That concludes the test. I was able to confirm the heater feature is working perfectly. But there was an unexpected variable. What's that? It's too hot, and now she knows what Amy goes through. I already turned up the room's thermostat since you were coming, so I'll have to vent the heat out somehow. We're talking about Ryo's suit, rather a bit sooner than later. Yeah, I mean, there's probably some webcomics out there already, definitely some fan art, but I don't think there's a full doujin yet of the Ryo suit, of Ryo in her suit. Not that I've seen anyway. So, Ryo is the second most after K? Yeah, second most. 50 is still a lot, but still. Anyway, please excuse me. We have new music! For free? Wow. Wow! Gosh, dang it!
室内温度を考慮していなかったの。
I
私としたことが目の前の結果に気を取られてしまったみたい。
don't think it's the indoor temperature, girl. That's something else.
少し休ませてちょうだい。暑さで思考があまり。
Oh, someone definitely made a plot point. Someone made a story out of this.
先生、どうしてそんな顔で。
Yeah. I don't know where to look. Yes. You just realized that.
私は何を。
She just now realized it. My God, girl.
これはわざとじゃないの。ごめんなさい。
It was 100% intentional. What are you talking about?
私はもう大丈夫だから。
I think she's somewhat aware. Oh my gosh. I think she's somewhat aware. I've vented the heat out. You know what's also funny though? It doesn't happen just here. I think where was it? Did someone make a webcomic out of this, or was it an official webcomic? I think I've seen it. Hold up. Oh no, it's not. It's an unofficial webcomic. Yeah. I think someone actually did a translation of this one, so you can try to look for it yourself if you know who to look for. But she did the same thing. Oh wait, I probably should. She did the same thing then. It vented the heat out. I think you need a better vent than, you know, popping open your chest like that. It seems a little bit too much. The suit's cooling system will handle the rest. You know what? I'm kind of surprised. Maybe it makes sense, but I'm surprised she wasn't wearing anything underneath. At least Amy had her training bra, but she probably doesn't have anything underneath here because it's too tight. It's too tight. So I'm okay, 100% okay. I need to find this background music. But isn't your head still too hot? Oh, she actually fell. Rio? I guess we gotta take her to the bed. I hurriedly fanned Rio to help her cool down. Fortunately, she recovered relatively quickly. There were too many unexpected variables in this experiment. Too many. Didn't consider Sensei being part of the variables, didn't consider your internal body temperature rising, amongst other things. Sensei, I wasn't expecting to embarrass myself like that. I'm sorry. I was completely 100% unfazed. Really. You know what? That might not be untrue. He has seen many students come in and out of the office and be a little bit more relaxed than she was. So, but it's still, yeah, please. Really. Also, Toki has invaded the bed before, so that's not a surprise. Thank goodness. To be honest, that was the first time anyone's seen that side of me. Anyway, thanks for your help today. Get some rest, and I'll see you next time. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, we knew she was big, hold up. We knew she was big. That suit hides nothing. But just popping it out like that to vent out, I guess that's the best way to get heat out. Good lord. Oh wow. Her halo is very 3D. I mean, there's a lot of 3D halos in Millennium, but this is very 3D. You see this? You see this? Rio, if you pull that zipper down any lower, I think there would be some issues. Oh, wait. Is this the head pad? That's it. She's got like bedroom eyes everywhere. She's got bedroom eyes. Okay, that did not feel like a regular head pad. That felt like something else. Okay, is that the end of hers? Oh, that's the end of hers. We just end right there and on to the Decagrammaton stuff. Okay. Guys, who do we do next? Himari or Toki? You guys pick. I feel like either one's gonna be pretty good. Have you seen Swimsuit Nagusa? Ah, yes, I have seen the Swimsuit Nagusa live 2D. She is so pasty white. Holy crap. Toki. We got 2 Toki. We got 1 Himari. Actually, 2 Himari. Oh, am I gonna have to put the poll up for this one? Okay, let me put a poll up for this one. Because it seems like it's split. Which, Momo talk next. And I'll give it like a few minutes. Toki or Himari. Okay. Yeah, speaking of Swimsuit Nagusa, I saw her live 2D. I also saw her EX skill. I feel like it's hilarious. It's pretty hilarious to look at her because she's like, you know, she's supposed to be a Yuki Onna, right? She's supposed to be a Yuki Onna, so she's like a snow lady, ice lady, and she's pasty white because of it. And because of that, she shines. She doesn't melt in the heat, thankfully, in any sort of sense. But the light reflects out of her, from her, and it's funny because of that. 140 messages. Yeah, I try to save most of my MomoTalks for stream. You know, it's content. It's also kind of fun to just go through them with everyone. So that's why it's as high as it is. I have been trying to do some of the equipment MomoTalks by myself, but I feel like some of the equipment MomoTalks are kind of, you know, kind of nice to do on stream also. Let me just bring up a couple of fan arts I saw though with the Nagusa. The Nagusa shining. Let's see if I can find. I saw 2. I saw 2 in particular. 149. You're lazy. There. I'd say, like I said, I save them because of stream purposes, but that's me being what do you call this? That is me being content creator kind of person. So. Let me see. Let me bring this up. I'm gonna link these guys in the description after the stream is over, so if you want to check them out yourself. See if it shows up. There we go. The shining Nagusa! She's so bright! Look at that! Holy crap. I saw Kurumi's EX skill. I guess Kurumi borrowed Nagusa for a little bit to blind everyone. Oh wow. My eyes! The flashbang! You don't even need actual flashbangs. You can just use her. Just shine some light. And there's one also. There's this one also from this artist. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. I think Nagusa is munching on some chicken skewers. And of course, sun shining, blinds everyone. Everyone's kind of chilling, and for some reason, Kikyo is long cat. Kikyo is long cat. I didn't see the Kayoko over here. And I think I see an Arona down here that has 200 over 200. So had to spark for Nagusa. So Braishin made Serika to Kurumi. Not again. I haven't seen the EX skill. I've seen the live 2D. The EX skill's pretty funny. We can probably take a look at it after we're done with the MomoTalks, if you guys want to. Okay, very slightly. Very slightly, we have a win towards Himari. So we're gonna do Himari first, and then we'll do Toki next. Oh, it's the other way. Oh hey, Himari's here. There she is. I am kinda curious how this whole wheelchair thing is gonna go. I did one translation where Himari was using one of the mechs from Code Geass. Like, the rescue scene in the game, she came in the Geass and called that one a wheelchair. There's also another one that another webcomic person did where she had various quote-unquote wheelchairs coming in. A truck, her bike, and the avant-garde. Okay. I'm sure you're deep asleep at the moment, Sensei. I've scheduled these messages in advance through MomoTalk. Well then, Sensei, when the time comes, I'll be there to wake you. Please don't be too surprised when I do. You can send messages ahead of time? What? A motor chair. It's a little bit different. What is going on? Why this music? Okay, what the heck was that music? Did that actually play, or was that something else? What? Did you sleep well, Sensei? How do you like this? A morning wake-up call from such a beautiful, delicate, genius life support girl. Well, I'm definitely wide awake now. Okay, so that was actually a morning call. Wow. I see. Producing an output that reflects the system's architecture is one of the great joys of being a developer. Well then, shall we get started on today's task? The Amos unit is here. This is... Let's begin with some stretching to start this day on a refreshing note. Oh, stretching. I guess Himari would stretch a little bit. I thought she was against all physical activity, but I guess not. While this Amos is Rio's work, I believe given the current circumstances, it should be fine to commandeer it for general purposes. I've added a few modifications, improvements, and tweaks. All this to help you with your morning stretches, Sensei. Well then, Sensei, first let's stretch your back. Assume the position. You heard her, guys. Assume the position. What position are we talking about? Ouch, whatever it is, that's not good. Endure just a little bit longer, Sensei. As the saying goes, good medicine is bitter to the mouth. Yeah, how are we stretching again? Have you washed your face? I provided a sample of my favorite cleanser. It's perfect for whisking away the sebum and sweat that builds up overnight. The cleanser is gentle and made for sensitive skin. There's no need to worry about irritation. I do wonder if Rio also has a skincare routine, because Himari surely does. Oh? The close-up? As suspected, you're wearing the same clothes today. Again? While I understand that our circumstances make having a complete closet a bit of a luxury, we cannot neglect the basics. While I find the idiom trite, it is important to look the part. Isn't that right? I'll steam these pieces. We must smooth out the wrinkles. Wow, she's quite meticulous about her appearance, isn't she? Now it's time to head to your office.
As an omniscient, I'll select the most optimal route for you. I've marked the floor with guiding arrows. All you have to do is follow them all right?
Wait, now we get gamer paint to go to the office? What? What's going on here? Also, why is Himari talking to us from the speakers? Isn't it just a short walk? Where are we going?
Actually, it's different. How? It's different.
Okay, now we finally see you face to face. Welcome, Sensei. I've been waiting for you. After all, where else could you find such a delicate yet beautiful super genius hacker acting as your essential life support? Yes, okay. Thank you for the kind thoughts. Kind thoughts? Very well. After all, they say that the path the heart takes is always a straight one. Which is to say, I intend to continue assisting you with your daily life like this, Sensei. Keep that in mind. Wait, do I get any say in this? Also, why? I went through all the trouble of hacking half of Rio's system. I mean, negotiating with it. To think that you'd be so heartless. Would you reject a selfless student's thoughtful gesture? When all she wanted was to use the available resources to improve your life. I'm shocked. It's as if there's a single flower blooming pitifully but with noble beauty, resting on a barren cliff top, and some thoughtless child just reaches their hands down and tries to pick it, pluck it, kill it, just because they can. But if I were by Sensei's hands, I suppose I can endure the excruciating pain, even if it felt like I were being snapped into. What? What is this imagery? If it were by Sensei's hands, I could endure the excruciating pain? She doesn't mind it if she's treated roughly? Also, I need to get a closer look on those eyes. I mean, her eyes are dead. Her eyes are dead. So that can only mean she doesn't mind it, but would be disappointed otherwise. Himari consensual Riona. Ah, jeez. Consensual Riona is a weird one for me. Personally, it's not my thing. I guess if you guys enjoy Riona, for sure, why not? I just don't like to see them get hurt like that. Oh, jeez. Thank you, Himari. You were such a great help. That's what I thought. By the way, according to today's horoscope... Horoscope. I keep on calling it horoscope, but it's horoscope. It seems that a red aura has engulfed us for the time being. So I changed my monitor's wallpaper to passionate red. It hurts my eyes. Can't you just keep it to your phone or something? She won't take no as an answer. Oh wow, we just ended right there? Really? Okay, what was the title of that one? I didn't look. Not that matters. Okay. Knock knock. Knock knock. Wake up, Sensei. I'm sure you've already eaten lunch, and your break is almost over now. I'm getting up. I'm getting up. There was one Himari Dojin before this. Oh, don't remember when. I have heard of certain Riona Dojins involving her Himari. I haven't looked at it. Again, because I don't really like seeing them hurt like that, but that's a personal choice. But yeah, apparently it was famous enough that it gets talked about. Yes, thank you. Then let's do our best this afternoon too. She's really just going through it, isn't she? We got a little bit more characterization with Rio, but this one, She just barrels on. Did you have a good nap, Sensei? Thanks for waking me up. Why did we wake up in the cockpit? Or in the bridge, I guess. No need to thank me right now. I'm your very own delicate yet beautiful super genius hacker life support. I'm truly the ultimate life assistant. The ultimate partner. Presumptuous much. I see. Well then, Sensei, I think we should get out to our afternoon tasks. I worked through the afternoon tasks with Himari. Yeah, I'm sleepy. Are you feeling sleepy again? Not really sleepy, just a bit drowsy, you say. I understand completely. Well then, I'm going to get my wheelchair serviced. Would you care to join me? Huh? Aren't you using it right now? No, not this wheelchair. I'm referring to the one I deploy for high-speed travel. It's also capable of combat and emergency tactical response. Oh! That wheelchair. You mean the bike. You know, the all-terrain tactical wheelchair designed for the outdoors. That's a motorcycle. My wheelchair. Right, Sensei? Right, yes, ma'am. Wheelchair. Right. I gotta wonder how she gets herself on the bike. Like, does she park right next to the bike and just climb on top of it? Or does she actually get up and climb on top of it? Himari skillfully serviced her motorcycle. I mean, her wheelchair. While it was good to see Himari looking happy, it felt strange playing along and calling it that. Huh. She does look good on top of it. Levitation system output is normal. Drivetrain, braking system, and supercharger have passed diagnostics. Assessing remaining auxiliary energy. My wheelchair is in perfect condition today, as expected. What exactly is a wheelchair to you, Himari? Oh my, to think that someone as cultured and sensitive as you wouldn't know, Sensei. Well, you leave me no choice. Let me delineate it clearly to you, once and for all. A wheelchair, of course, refers to a mobility aid designed to allow a person to move around while seated. Yes? In particular, mine is an electric model that runs on power, suitable for both indoor and outdoor use. I see. The regular one, yes. Oh my, for some reason, it seems like perhaps you don't actually see. Do you need more time to sort out your thoughts? Sensei, this piece of technology is powered by a motor, assists with mobility, and makes my daily life more convenient. A wheelchair. Does it make your daily life more convenient? By that definition, a bicycle, a motorcycle, a car would be a wheelchair. It seems a little too broad. This tactical wheelchair is, for me, just one of many mobility aids. I'm sure that even when I could bear a little more weight on my legs, I would have conceived and built a wheelchair like this if given the opportunity. Okay, so she does have weak legs. I wasn't sure if she was playing up the frail and sickly thing that she keeps on saying, but I guess she does have somewhat of a weak leg, and she does need a wheelchair most of the time. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. So she can walk a little bit. Of course, back then, we dealt with the usual engineering constraints. Time and budget limited my reach, but circumstances are different now. Hmm? You say that you like how I'm so ambitious and confident, in every sense of the words? Of course, Sensei, who do you think I am? On the outside, I possess the beauty of an orchid, but within I have a will stronger than the purest white jade. Jade is not white. Seldom discouraged and rarely defeated, the great Akeboshi Himari. Think about it, Sensei. Wouldn't it be great if there were even more mobility and accessibility aids available, tailored to different purposes and needs? I don't disagree. Well, yeah, just like how screwdrivers come in different sizes. Fascinating. Yes, just like that. Then what exactly is the difference between this tactical wheelchair and regular motorcycles? I suppose I have no choice. I didn't intend to make such an offer, you must know. But I'd like to take this opportunity to show you, Sensei, more about my wheelchair, in quotes. When you compare a motorcycle with my wheelchair, we can start with the basic fundamental differences. I want to make the distinction undeniably clear, Sensei. It feels a little ominous, okay. So, Sensei, do you have a spare moment? Are we riding with you on said wheelchair? I'm pretty sure wheelchairs are meant to be single person. No two people on a wheelchair. That'd be awkward. Is an exosuit a wheelchair? I don't think exosuits are mobility aids, are they? Generally, they're not, right? They're tools to lift things, I think. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't know. They could be. they definitely could be. So is the Abby Eshu a wheelchair? I guess, because that's technically an exosuit. The exosuit Abby Eshu, I feel like Toki would have something to say about that, but I don't know. I don't know. That's definitely a Himari thing. It's evening? Yes, it's already evening. That means I can finally showcase the true potential of my tactical wheelchair. I see. I'm ready to see it. Thank you for your enthusiastic response. I'll show you something unforgettable. Oh! This is when we get the live 2D. Safe operation? What's so safe about this? Another day has passed us by. Did you enjoy your dinner? Well, it wasn't bad, but what did we have for dinner around here? Microwave food? Oh, I see. You're saying it wasn't good, but it wasn't exactly bad either. Well, since we're rotating through a limited selection of frozen meals, I think it's only natural to find them a bit dull. They say that even an objectively delicious combat ration is destined to grow unappetizing after a while. I'd hate for you to grow bored. Well then, Sensei, let's fix that. First, please take this anti-nausea medicine. Anti-nausea. Thanks, I get pretty motion sick. Oh, I should be fine. I have a pretty strong stomach. I don't get motion sick, but in general I don't. Unless it's a boat. Still, there's always a 1 in a million chance. Isn't there, Sensei? You need to take care of yourself. If you fall ill, Sensei, I'll be the one ending up worried. You don't want that, do you? Guess not. And she takes this opportunity to take us on a ride. Well then, Sensei. Shall we start the performance test? Alright, let's go! Wow! Wow! Something like that. Wow! Driving into enemy territory for a joyride is... That's something. What do you think, Sensei? Should I kick it into high gear? Your motorcycle's amazing! So fast! It's a wheelchair? Your wheelchair is amazing! Hold on tight. Around my waist. Oh! This waist. There's this very, very small waist that looks like it could snap in half if we put too much pressure on it. That waist. My heart would break if you fell off and hurt yourself. Okay. Gladly. Oh, now it's too cold. Oh, this music again. Wait, when did we hear this? I feel like this was in Volume 1, Chapter 3. Ah, that's so refreshing. I feel so much better now. So how do you like my wheelchair? It shifted gears without shaking, and both rapid acceleration and sudden braking performed flawlessly. Of course, there's no need for any of that with my safe driving. No, I mean safe mobility and operation. Safe mobility aid operation. Wow. She literally said driving. Okay. Mobility aid operation. Sure. Let's go with that. If I remove the limiters, I'll be able to go to 0 to 60 miles per hour in as little as 0.956 seconds. For metric, that's going from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. Pretty much. Please drive safely. I mean, please operate it safely. Drive safely, especially with someone in the back. Yes, of course. This is hardly my first speed test. Have I been working on this instead of sleeping at night? Can you blame me? There's so little to do out here. I suppose you could consider this both a test of the wheelchair's operational limits and a reconnaissance mission. Oh, really? You think Amy, Toki, and our fleet of drones provide enough reconnaissance? I am more surprised, though, that she's actually able to handle this, wheelchair, considering how much thrust it probably has, and that she has to probably be in that position for long periods of time. Doesn't want to call it a motorcycle because she doesn't have a license. Wow. Well, sometimes even a mastermind genius needs real-time field experience. The field and analysis teams must understand each other's duties. Otherwise, we're bound to make misinformed decisions. Yeah, I see. And right here, right now, we can see things that we can't see anywhere else. Of course, I'm sure the grand designers of this continent didn't intend to make it worth sightseeing. But you know how things go in this world. Nothing is just about clear intentions and results. Things like astrology, numerology, and symbolism, and perhaps things yet to be discovered. It's as if parts of the world are being revealed to us openly and in secret. That said, I don't think my research will be very applicable here. You know what? If things went a little bit differently, I feel like Himari would also be part of the pseudoscience club. Because she almost dabbles in pseudoscience. So what makes it part of that and not what makes it part of Super Phenomenon Task Force and not the other thing? Why is that? I suppose I should say it's because the laws of the heavens here are completely different from the ones I've studied. The positions of the stars, the way they move, and the formulas that govern them. In a sense, we found a place that could truly be considered a new heaven and a new earth. Oh, okay. So she looks more into rules that govern the world through the pseudoscience stuff rather than conspiracy theories that pseudoscience does normally. I see. Of course, I could work on constructing a completely new unified astrological theory from scratch. That would truly be quite enjoyable, but I don't think there's much time for that, which is a shame. Damn, look how flat she is. Her eyes are kind of nice too. She got the ring eyes like Rio does, but it's a little bit less ringy. God dang! Oh, she's not that flat actually. She's got a little bit of a bump. Yeah, she's got a couple of hills. But holy crap, the backside though. We'll look at this closer later. I feel like she wanted this to be like a romantic experience. It's just we're out here in the freezing cold. But to me, you feel even more mysterious, Himari. Oh? She blushing. I do wonder if Himari probably has polio or her legs are just weak. Inappropriate time to think about it, but it just went through my head. She is very romantic. Very romantic. I really want to see her other MomoTalk. I need to get her though. Surprised I didn't get her in the fest rolls we did earlier. Maybe eventually she'll show up. How was it, Sensei? Today's wheelchair operation. It was definitely impressive. Let's go out again sometime. Huh? Okay. To think that you suggested first. Ahem. Well then, Sensei. Let's head back. We have just enough time to take it slow. And arrive before anyone starts worrying. The ride back, as Himari promised, was the epitome of safe driving. No, safe operation. We can call it driving. She's a pretty good driver, apparently. Thank you for your great work today. It felt long yet short. I felt similarly. Tomorrow will be a new day, and a new sun will rise. Good night, Sensei. Good night, Himari. And please look forward to tomorrow's beautiful, delicate genius hacker's life support as well. Okay, so you're not giving up on the morning calls and stuff. I see. Alright, a little bit more appreciation here for Himari. Oh, I don't think I ever noticed the mole under her eye. Huh. That's an interesting detail. Not like she needs it there, but it's interesting. God dang. For someone who's basically super thin and has like ribs showing like over here, how the heck does she have so much cake? That should not be possible. She cannot be this thin and have like so much cake back here. Look at how shapely it is. Really like her bangs in the live 2D. It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Like, I don't know if this is how it is in her normal live 2D. But I do like this sweeping. Let me zoom in on it. I do like this the curves here on the side bangs. Though I guess the flat bangs are her regular bangs in general. Also, as mentioned earlier, she is not as flat as I thought. She does have very, very small... Well, I wouldn't say very small bumps. I think she's bigger than Hina, even. I would call this probably like a triple A cup. Or maybe a double A cup. Hina's is definitely a lot smaller than this. But, yeah, the only thing I'm a little bit worried about with her is this part. And I've mentioned it before. This is the only thing I'm worried about her. Like, I get that she's not a big eater. She doesn't have that much appetite to begin with, but come on. The ribs, some people like that. Me, I see that as a little bit worrying. just a little bit worrying. But I guess all the fat that would have gone to her like torso went down here. Yeah, just follow that. You see this? I guess you can't see it down that far. Peak elf genetics. In her normal, she's showing more toes. Yeah, I think I've seen a little bit of the art. It's mostly a foot focus and not this. But then again, it's a little harder for her to get the backside focus on her regular one. How does a head pad look? Oh, okay, it's a regular head pad. It's like enjoying it. I like this background music though. Does anyone know what the background music is? Like the number for this background music? I feel like this is the first time. But it's really nice, it's very calming. I like it. Okay, well, do you have more? Oh, there's more. I guess she has at least 4. What time is it, Sensei? Himari, you're finally up! I can't believe you overslept. I should have taken a photo. How could this happen? I can't believe Oh wow, she really ran all that. I can't believe a super perfect genius, delicate beauty hacker like me would make such a mistake. I'll bring you your meal, so just wait right there. Life support number 2, so we're taking care of her. I'm so embarrassed. It's okay, you must have been really tired. Sleeping sleeping in is part of life. But given the current situation, honestly, this credits me in so many ways. What's that? You don't want me to be so hard on myself. And you think this happened because you've been relying on me so much lately. Still... Hey, I don't think you're getting my message. I'll be your life support today, Himari. I'm actually surprised that, more people aren't taking care of you, that you're taking care of yourself, which I find commendable. Sensei will be my... But that's... Have I let others help me before? Sure, but... Well, yes, I have. Amy assisted me a lot in the beginning. And lately, Toki has occasionally been pitching in as well. OST 341, thank you. I will write that down. Still, receiving help from Sensei is a different matter. Do you hate the idea that much? No, I think it's a little bit more intimate for her if it's a Sensei rather than her friends. Of course not. In fact... I love it. I love it so much that I can't even speak the words. And I'm just as embarrassed by the feeling. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I figured. You're so competent, Himari, but I wish you'd lean on someone else once in a while. If I'm acceptable, then lean on me. Dang! Sensei! Think about your words a little bit. In any other circumstances, that would be, A proposal! You're proposing to Himari right now. Sensei, you really shouldn't say things like that so lightly, you know? Unlike me, of course, I never need such a warning. If you keep letting your guard down like that, especially around students like Rio, smart, dangerous girls who ask for a lot, it could end up being quite troublesome, couldn't it? That sounds like it could be fun too. Sensei is not understanding the situation he's in right now. Right. We're back to Jazz Sensei being oblivious to everything. What? You're telling me that students have the unique privilege of being able to bother you whenever and with whatever they want? Really, please stop saying things like that. Please don't test my patience. I know you don't mean to. If I really wanted, I could just as easily be a real pain, you know? Himari? We are Sensei being ignorant of the world. I don't think it's more being ignorant of the world. We're just being ignorant of the students' wants. There's a few that we recognize as wanting Sensei. Sensei recognizes some, but oblivious to others. I wonder why. Marriage update when again? Marriage update when? Sensei is an innocent boy in a world of evil students. Himari? No, it's nothing, of course. Ahem. Well then, as you said, Sensei, I'm planning to really bother you today. Be ever so annoying and needy. Is that acceptable? Is this what they call reaping what you sow? I guess I have no choice. Challenge accepted. You said it yourself. Are you prepared for the consequences, Sensei? Is that why the music stopped? Is that why the music stopped? And just like that, my troublesome question mark time with Himari began. I'm surprised it didn't start before. Oh, we're actually seeing this. The sink is so high. I need to wash my hands. Won't someone please lift me? I'm so dainty and light, and the sink isn't too far away, is it? Yeah, fine. Lift you? Really? Lift you? And not, you know, support you from your waist? You could just like stand up a little bit, and then we could support you by the waist? That kind of thing? Isn't that close enough? Wait, what? Ah, crap! I forget. There's no sound or voice replay. There's no voice or sound replay. Hold up. Is there a place I can find this? Hold up. Himari, is it here? Please tell me it's here, because I want to hear that again. I want to hear the little whisper again. Where is it? Actually, where is it? Couldn't you look at your own recording? I could. I guess I could, but I would have to like wait for the stream to be over. I can't do that while we're doing it right now. Ah, the MomoTalk for this one isn't up here. I guess that's understandable. Fine. Himari's warm breath brushed against my ear. That's what that was, a very dainty breath. Oh my! Why are you so surprised, Sensei? Isn't breathing essential to living? I didn't bother you, did I? She wasn't wrong. But that was a very intentional breathing in the ear kind of moment, and I wish to hear more of it. I tried to stay focused as I helped her to the sink. What am I doing? I feel like my heart's about to explode. She tried to flirt. And couldn't even handle her own flirting. Wow. This is way more stressful than anticipated. How embarrassing. What to do? My poor delicate arms are losing their strength. I've been working so hard. While I would love a massage, I'm feeling quite peckish and weak. Oh, I think I have some chocolate brownies stashed in the fridge. If only someone would feed them to me. Okay, say ah while we mouth feed the hand feed you. Mouth feed. Oh, please, not the mouth feeding. Mouth to mouth feeding. Thank you, Sensei. In that case... Huh? What did she do this time? What's wrong, Sensei? It seems like my blood sugar is dropping a little faster than expected. I couldn't help bleeding over and reaching for a taste. Oh! She was actually moving towards us for that part. Oh! Okay. I see. You really want to... wait, hold up. You really want to eat it, huh? I feel like my cheeks are on fire. Don't let them see me. Sensei's face is so close. I mean, I was the one who moved in, but still. More than that, does Sensei really not feel anything? Even with such a rare, delicate beauty of a girl leaning so close? Yes, but we will never admit it. No, could it be? Have I made a mistake? Well, what? Perhaps closing the distance too abruptly backfired. It was too aggressive. Right, it's like adding excess of catalyst. While an increased amount of catalyst may speed up the reaction and yield a quicker result, it also brings the increased risk of unwanted and unforeseen byproducts. The stability of the whole system is compromised. How could someone like me make such a mistake? I must retire and reflect on my choices. Oh my, it's already nighttime. What a day. What? Already? We spent the entire day with her and no one complained? Since it's difficult to clearly distinguish between day and night here, it's easy to lose track of time. After all, we're in the midst of a super phenomenon happening all around us. Everything is so unique. My sleep cycle's so dysregulated, and I'm having a hard time falling asleep on time. Won't someone please stay by my side and help me get a good rest? Okay, I mean, I guess staying next to her until she falls asleep isn't such a huge ask. At least she didn't ask, you know, to sleep together. that would cause a scandal on the ship. Is that really okay? Oh? I trust you more than anyone else in the world, don't I? Okay. I see. I understand. After all, I'm Himari's life support right now. I took Himari to the bed, hoping to help her fall asleep. Wait, did we like princess carry her to the bed? Is that what happened? But then... yeah. Oh, she dragged us into bed. Himari? Yep. She dragged us into bed. Sexy music and all. What's wrong, Sensei? You said you'd help me rest. You know, when I can't sleep, I need someone right by my side. It helps a lot. What about Amy and Toki? Truthfully, they can't help. In fact, Amy would probably make me pass out from heat stroke. And that simply is not a productive way to rest. Oh, Sensei, they're nice, but... Sorry, Sensei. I'm so sorry for being such a pain. I really am. Fine, sure, but only until you fall asleep, okay? Right, of course. And so Sensei is now trapped in bed with Himari. Would it not be the first time that we've been laying next to a student? I laid Himari down and turned off the lights. Her steady breathing was surprisingly soothing. I know I said that I'd only be there until Himari fell asleep, but I ended up tiring out fast. And we fell asleep right next to Himari. Wow. Sensei, are you awake? Steady breathing, a light drop in body temperature, and my EEG monitor shows theta waves and trace amounts of delta waves. I suppose among all of us, you've been using the most energy lately. And no one found them together? I wasn't positive, but I thought I felt arms wrapping around me. Oh wow! Sensei is being used as a pillow right now. Sensei. Right now, you're just mine, Sensei. Do you know that? And right now, I'm being very naughty. Very naughty indeed. Very naughty, misbehaving, taking advantage of poor Sensei while he's asleep. Shame on you, Himari, shame on you. If you've noticed, I hope you let it go. And just excuse this as some sort of dream. If you haven't noticed, well, I prefer you stay in the dark for as long as possible. In our circumstances, in the midst of everything, to be thinking like this, forgetting about being a genius, delicate, beautiful girl, I'm starting to feel disappointed in myself. If I were to pin the blame on someone, I suppose I'd like to hold you, who made me feel this way, the slightest bit responsible. But no, that doesn't seem too unfair. That truly does seem too unfair. Sorry, Sensei. I'm sorry. But at this very moment, Sensei, and surely from now on, to me, you're someone who cannot be replaced by anyone or anything in all the world. That's exactly the kind of precious, important person you are. I mean, I get it. A lot of students depend on Sensei, her too. But taking advantage of Sensei here just because you can. I wasn't sure, but I thought I felt something soft brush my forehead. Oh, her hands? Sleep well, Sensei. And please take good care of yourself. Wow. Knock knock. Did you sleep well? I don't know how I ended up in my room. I doubt Himari carried us there. Someone else must have. That MomoTalks gonna feed Himari fans for a decade. I bet it will. I want to see some good doujins out of this, safe or not work safe. I better see them in August because it's too much to pass. I don't know how I ended up in my room. Well, so Amy came to wake me up and took you to your room. I see. Now, it's time for another fresh start today, Sensei. Once again, I'll be your exclusive life support. This time, fully energized. And that's the end of our MomoTalks. That's kind of sweet, actually. I guess she's a little bit needy, a little bit clingy. She wants some attention, and you know what? That's fine. Jeez. Marriage update when? Good thing Koharu isn't on the ship. Koharu would have a heart attack if she was on this ship. Wow. I did like that. I just wish I had Himari herself. I like the original one because I want to see how that is. Alright, here's the last one for today. Stream's actually taking a little bit longer than expected. I don't know if we'll have time to test Aris in the battle, but since the raid is taking 2 weeks, we can probably do it next time. But there was probably still won't be. We still probably won't be able to, what do you call this, do their MomoTalks. So I'm gonna have to think of what to do next week. We could possibly check out a older event that I haven't done on stream, and I don't really quite remember much of it either. So that might be an option. Or we might do more MomoTalks or something else. I'm gonna think on it, but I think having 2 MomoTalk streams in a row is probably not something I want to do. So, the Rio Live 2D also did some sound straight from Eroge. Yeah, it did. The Rio Live 2D definitely had some Eroge sounds. Himari's didn't, but it had both of them had Eroge scenes on there that would not be out of place in Eroge, or even a somewhat work safe one. At most, maybe Malkuth gets to 50% next week. Yeah, I feel like we're not gonna get there that quickly. So I'm a little worried that we won't actually be able to beat her, but we'll see. We'll see. I wonder if people are actually, like, buying extra tickets, because you can do that. But I haven't tried myself, and I feel like it's kind of like buying stamina. The cost grows as you buy more tickets, because 60 is a lot. 60 is a lot. You can get extra runs from that. Anyway, let's do you next. You are the last one today. So Toki should be all the way down here. There you are. Good morning, Sensei. Good morning! Or is it still nighttime at this point? Given the circumstances, true. Well then, I will be waiting. Okay, that was pretty short. Emergency maid. Emergency? Why is it emergency? Hello, Sensei. Now that you've been greeted, I will get to today's task. Oh, she is actually cleaning. Everything's squeaky. It is quite alright. You don't need to continuously thank me. I am merely fulfilling the duties entrusted to me. Then here you go. It's coffee. I prepared a 1.5 ounce extraction of Full City Roast Bourbon .2. Flannel dripped into a Dematease preheated to exactly 90 degrees Celsius. Wow, we're using Celsius and ounces at the same time? Interesting. Interesting. Only bought tickets on Phase 1, 5 for Hod D once it died, and 10 to fight Yesod once more time before it died. This is the purest expression of the coffee's distinct aroma and flavor. Please give me your coat, and inform me if you have any additional laundry to surrender. I have organized today's work list here. I've arranged it by priority, but it would be best if you reviewed it and made final judgments. I've also prepared you a slice of Black Forest cake. The ship provides stress relief and supplementary sugar. I'm surprised we even have Black Forest cake on the ship. You must not worry. I utilized non-alcoholic cherry liqueur. It will complement the coffee. Consume it. Toki? Well, I know you're doing maid duties, but Toki? What's wrong, Sensei? Were you always this skilled? I actually kind of forget how her original MomoTalk went. I did it before. But if I remember correctly from her live 2D then, she was just cleaning her equipment and not necessarily doing this kind of thing. Naturally, I'm the perfect maid. In fact, due to our circumstances, I'm only implementing the bare minimum right now. When I attended to Miss Rio, I was in hyper perfect maid mode, which is a level above my current perfect maid protocol. But why are you doing all this for me? Okay, so she's done this before. I realize you can manage adequately on your own, Sensei. So what's the real reason? She's needy, that's why. Sensei, as a matter of fact, I'm a person too. When I rest, I need to rest properly. Otherwise, I'm bound to break down. Additionally, I require tasks and duties to stay functional. When I feel bored or uninvested, I begin to break down. If you wish to thank me, you can entertain me later. Understood? At this current moment, I am neither idle nor bored. So please do not fret immediately. In fact, this feels like an ideal state. I enjoy the mild sense of tension. Does that mean you need to attend to me? Not necessarily. I know how to act depending on time, place, and circumstances. After all, we're currently in an emergency situation. In times like these, we must support each other while fulfilling our assigned duties. Otherwise, we could lose the hope of a more peaceful, happier tomorrow. I'm glad that you seem grounded in reality. It was nothing special. Peace, peace. What? You still find something strange? You think I treated Rio well every day, not just in dire circumstances? Huh. Sensei. Are you mad? She seems a little angry about that. For Miss Rio, every day was an emergency. You must have had a lot on your plate, Toki. Thank you for acknowledging that. Anyway, that is the reality. There can be no other. In normal circumstances, I would serve you in a maid uniform, which is the ideal armor for a perfect maid such as me. You also did kind of have your maid uniform earlier, but we ditched that right now. But I ask for your understanding and patience. I realize that my current attire may not perfectly align with your expectations of hospitality. Just having your presence helps. Thank you, you're so reliable. That said, I do have these pistols. Would you like me to provide 24-hour close bodyguard services? Huh? All hours. I've noticed your dexterity. I can assist you with our small showers. Wait, what? I can assist you with our small showers. I can wash your bag. I think that's okay. No, thank you. There's also the potentially baseless belief that people find the average body temperature most pleasant. So I believe I could also warm up your bed with my body. It should help you sleep, and with that, help your focus. Ah! I get that you staying in the bed will preheat it, like someone, like, you know, sitting on a chair and someone else takes over that chair, that kind of thing. But does this warming up of the bed with your body also entail you staying in said bed after it's been warmed up? That's the question. Wait. No, that was thoughtless of me. After all, the ambient temperature here is clearly lower than average. I believe I can warm you up with my body heat right now. Prepare. Okay. She's being proactive in her approach. I see. That's a very nice sentiment. That's a very nice sentiment, but I'll be fine. You don't need to be so modest. Oh wow. You're the most important person on this ship. Serving you, assisting you is only natural. I see. I see. Well, I had to dodge Toki, who kept on trying to close in for our sanity. At least she no longer seemed bored. I think I caught her slipping a slightly satisfied smile. She's so thirsty. She is thirsty. Very thirsty. Unashamedly thirsty. Asuma Toki, returning from patrol. I will visit you immediately to deliver my report. Are you injured anywhere? Thank you for your concern. But as usual, I was both perfect and fine. Perfectly fine. Tentative measures. Reporting on today's recon, Sensei. To cut to the conclusion, nothing major occurred. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Indeed, I destroyed and blew up a few things, which doubled as necessary stress relief. He said nothing major occurred. This continent is an interesting place. Every time I go out to perform recon, something changes, regardless of being a previously observed location. The only thing that stays constant is this landscape made of metal. Without exact coordinates, I'm certain I would have become lost. In a way, I feel as if I am entering a maze with no clear path. That sounds dangerous. Perhaps we should reduce recon missions. That also would be problematic. I see. This is a textbook desync between field and office staff. Regardless, a moment ago, 3 metallic animal-like beings attempted to charge our ship. Was it dangerous? Yes, quite dangerous. Unfortunately, they were so cute that I nearly experienced a syncopal episode. Wait, what's a syncopal episode? 3 metallic, cute things? Syncopal? Syncopal episode. Oh, a fainting episode. I see. I don't think I've ever heard of that. A what? They were also behaving in a cute manner. They rolled over and showed their bellies. Furthermore, they reacted positively when I performed scratching maneuvers on the exposed areas. Ah, I'm jealous. No fair. Well, are you sure those were metallic animals, though? They appear to be. Each appeared to be an amalgamation of a cat, a puppy, and a lamb. Metal, cat, puppy, and lamb? Robot, cat, puppy, and lamb? I attempted to retrieve one, but then they insisted on vacating after we terminated our round of play. And thus I hereby report that I have successfully repelled unidentified entities from encroaching on the ship. If recon's like that, I want to join. Unfortunately, this is the duty of assigned field workers. Peace. Most importantly, everything that happens on this continent must be kept secret. It is lamentable that I could not livestream such an event. Wait, she wanted to stream her job? I guess some people do that, huh? A live stream. Oh, you aren't familiar? This is quite serious. Those who can't keep up with the times will be left behind. But we will manage. I can stay with you forever as your guide. I know what a live stream is. I'm surprised that you know. Oh, are you so in the dark? This is also a serious issue. I cannot believe that you are so uninterested in your students, Sensei. As a matter of fact, I watch live streams regularly as of late. Observe. Due to Sensei's indifference, their lack of care, I am unable to function because of these overwhelming feelings of disappointment and sadness. Therefore, Sensei must give me emergency head pats. Hurry. Now. At once. Okay, fine. Emergency head pats deployed. Right now. There you go. Happy? Happy? I gave Toki many headpats. That felt nice. With that, I have regained my energy and vitality. I am once again the perfect optimal Toki. That's nice to hear. Now then, to return to our original topic. Multiple students, as well as you, have encouraged me to find a hobby. Yeah, you didn't have a hobby when we first got you, apparently. And I think you were still looking for a hobby in your bunny outfit, though I can't confirm that since I don't have bunny outfit. As such, I became invested in the culture of so-called live streams. I was particularly intrigued by their custom of donations. I've observed that higher amounts demand more arduous emotional labor. More money equates to more ridiculous conversations, and demands the streamer must acknowledge. Wouldn't you say that live streaming is the pinnacle of capitalism? Is it? I don't think I'd think of it that way. Well, Toki, you're not doing anything weird with these streams, right? I am not. More often than not, I am a silent observer. So she's a lurker. That said, partaking in the audience allows me to relieve my boredom. Some streamers say things such as the following. Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever said this before. I have never seen this before. You see that, chat? Let's spam those pogs. I don't think Pog exists on YouTube. Pog exists on Twitch, though. You see that, chat? Wow. Wow. Ah, man, this can't be right. My controller's busted. It's the ping. It's never the ping. It's never the ping. Next game. I'm refunding this. We're cooked. I have felt like that for some games. But I don't think I've heard that specifically. Start spamming Pog's Twitch chat, I guess. Stop lying. They're only saying that because it's SpawnCon. SpawnCon? Sponsored. Sponsored content. Ah, okay. Right. That does happen. That does happen. I can't suffer alone. Everyone, join my server. Right. If you guys haven't joined the Discord server, the Discord server does exist. Just type in the command. I intentionally did not put a link to that in the description, but you can type a command in for that. Anyway. Society is composed of such a diverse and colorful tapestry. I do kind of wonder what streamer she's watching, though. What should I do now? Toki's only... Our Toki's watching weirdos. Be at ease, I am not so far gone. Indeed, not so far yet. That said, I find one particular live stream difficult to endure. You wish to know the channel? Sure. It describes a girl's ninja scroll. Wait, it describes a girl's ninja scroll, though I have never seen any parchment. It revolves around tales of Michi, some such. Okay, so she's seen Michiru's videos. I didn't think she streamed though. Wait, does Michiru actually stream? I thought she only did videos. But I guess she's watched her? One of her 3 viewers. Wow. Of course, Sensei knows who this is. To test myself, I have attempted to endure until the end of her streams. It has proven to be a challenge. But it wasn't easy. The stream proved to be a strong foe. Strong foe. I know I'll grow stronger with practice, but I do not think I can bear the full ninja scroll at present time. You don't need to train for that. Also endure? Is that so? I'm not sure I understand. Do I have other hobbies, Sensei? I can think of one. Still, Sensei, watching internet live streams and partaking in other similar activities are all tentative pastimes. That means I am only interested for now, and that preoccupation is subject to change. After all, my real hobby is... watching Sensei? I believe I said enough. Okay, she held herself back. You're getting good at changing the topic. Yes, Sensei, you taught me that skill. After all, I, Asuma Toki, am still growing and improving. This current moment is included. Yeah, I see. My conclusion is that people are easily influenced by their environment. Through experience, they gradually and incrementally transform both themselves and their surroundings. Therefore, I have enjoyed playing video games. You know what? That's fair. Video games are fun. And reading manga as well. I'm sure you get along with the game development department. I do. That is correct, and ours has proven to be a formidable rival. I am down 1 game at the present moment. I am certain that will clear the gap. Yuzu, on the other hand, why is she making this a competition? Why is she making this a competition? I think she's in another realm of skill. Yeah, Yuzu is extremely cracked. So you recognize that too, Sensei. I've learned the futility of frustration when in the presence of such a skill gap. It is like fighting a natural disaster. A flood, a typhoon, a whirling tornado. Yuzu has reached disaster levels. I'm pretty sure she can go much higher if she's pushed that far. After we finish our chat and the remaining work, Toki showed me her preferred live streamers. Later, I found Toki asleep, leaning on my shoulder. Okay, well, I can tell you this much. I think Toki mostly watches, oh, what do you call these guys? Competitive gamers? Competitive live streamers? And she doesn't watch, the type of live streamers I tend to watch. Mostly Mint and Nimi. None of the relaxing ones. At least from what she said. Oh, jeez. I guess that's more to her taste, though. Fair. Sensei, what are your thoughts on the concept of an upgrade? Upgrade, something you click when you farm free resources, or something you need at the cost of other comforts? What kind of upgrade are we talking about? Free resources. I see. I'm assuming you're talking in context of video games. So your focus is on resource management. You see, there's something I must discuss with you regarding upgrades. Okay, so I'm guessing the Live 2D's on the next one. As you already know, I have received upgraded weapons. They are upgraded, as said, improved. That is true. I kind of like your G11 though. Yes, said weapons are the 2 energy pistols. You know this as well. I brandish them frequently. As the name suggests, these are energy weapons. Provided there's an infinite supply of energy, energy weapons can be used indefinitely until they hit the limits of their structural durability. In other words, I possess infinite ammo. On top of that, they're dual pistols, one for each hand. Sensei, you don't feel anything after hearing me speak of this? I think it's cool. How the pulls go? Got K in 140 and R's in 150 back to back. Oh, that's pretty good. Congratulations, Commander Ace Fox. Me, I got R's in 40 and I got K in 170. There were a lot of dupes in between that I kind of wish there were new students. I think I only got... Oh, geez. Maybe 2 new students with everything, if I took the count correctly. There were a total of maybe 14 pinks in the entire thing, which would be what's 14 out of 200? That is like close to 7%. So that's pretty good, all things considered. Pretty good, all things considered. Just didn't get a whole lot of new students other than RSK, and I think I also got Ban Natsu. I'm gonna have to double check, but at least those 3. Toki's basically Tracer at this point, minus the Chrono Accelerator. I don't know much about is that Overwatch? I don't know much about Overwatch, so I guess. Do you feel anything after hearing me speak of this? Infinite ammo, dual pistols. My head. Not really. I'm not sure what you're insinuating with this. This isn't my personal opinion, but a recent livestream informed me that this is an ideal combination. A loadout, as they say. Ideal combination for what exactly? What game are we talking about? I believe that I have achieved the status of first and perfect Asuma Toki. Yay. So, what's really going on? It's nothing important. I just had a passing thought. Sensei, as you know, I possess various armaments. This includes the gauntlet I often use during infiltration missions, which is why I would be happy to upgrade it with an energy weapon system. I believe optimizing as many things as possible would be cool. Fun. Okay. And beneficial in strengthening our forces. Cool and fun is valid? Why did you have to be logical with that last one? I think two of your honest desires just slipped out, though. You misheard me. Is that so? I couldn't tell. Very well, you're absolutely correct. Why did you exhale like that? There's a saying that excessive sighing will decrease your luck, I'll have you know. But I suppose that would be no problem because I, the Lucky Rabbit Maid Agent Recon Unit, am always here. So, what exactly do you want to upgrade? Right, we were discussing that. I've been thinking. If I applied an energy weapon system to my gauntlet, primarily to fire small projectiles, wouldn't I be able to achieve a rocket punch with said gauntlet? Run that by me again. Energy weapon system to the gauntlet to fire small projectiles with a rocket punch. I mean, I guess you could. I mean, rocket punches look cool, but on the other hand, unless they go fast enough that they can't be knocked off course, it's kind of impractical. Honestly, Mazinger does it a lot, but you know, it's a giant robot. The hand is not. And also, you would have to think about the retrieval system for said rocket punch. Does it fly back to you? Do you have to pick it up after it's been launched? There's so many questions with that. So many questions. But a rocket punch is pretty cool in concept, though. As expected from Sensei, I knew you'd be interested. What do you think, Sensei? Isn't that quite literally the best idea there is? Please acknowledge it and compliment me to your heart's content. Don't you want to see me throw rocket punches? Even if you don't want to personally witness such feats, I would like to. So hurry and approve the idea. You can do that yourself. Why do I have to approve the idea? Let me ask you one thing. What is it, Sensei? Why are you trying to get my permission? You don't need my permission to upgrade you for the rocket punch. the quick realization. Is that realization or something else? Thinking. Toki, look at me in the eyes. Am I gonna have to do this again? Am I gonna have to do this again? Because I will. I can. Hold up. We can do it again. Look. You can't hide behind the you can't hide behind the dialogue. Look at me in the eyes. Yes, Sensei. And speak honestly. Why are you looking away now? It seems I have no choice but to tell you. Okay. What is going on? It's because I wasn't able to get permission from Miss Rio and President Himari due to alleged safety concerns. Ah, I see. You know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. So she's trying to get Sensei's approval to override their concerns. The reason being that the booster's heat and pressure carry a high chance of inflicting burns. Yes, and that's why they only work on giant robots and not on people gauntlets. Then you really shouldn't do it. Sensei, don't you believe that small losses and risks can be ignored for the greater good? Do you feel that this is not potentially a small loss for a very great, perfect, astounding good? What if you use a pneumatic system? A pneumatic system would not be strong enough to launch said gauntlet offhand to hit said target in a meaningful way. If you were gonna do something like that, you may as well use a pile bunker. I think we can install a pile bunker on the gauntlet. That would be doable. That would make much more sense. A rocket punch, however, does not make any sense. Especially, I mean, it just would not. Because you have to put thrusters on that thing. The thrusters fire, they hit the person who's launching it. Like I said, that's more of a giant robot thing than a person thing. Even Iron Man didn't use rocket punches. Which probably says something. It may not feel like a small risk to you, but it is to me. So please grant me appropriate permissions. No. Sensei, even if you look at me like that, no means no. Then at least allow me to install a high output hand cannon. That might work. What if I could shoot in bursts of 3 and enjoy an improved and augmented charge? So you want to be Mega Man? I mean, I don't see why not. Denied, Sensei! Why can't we give her the Mega Man hand cannon? Sensei... I mean, the rocket punch I understand, but why not the hand cannon? It took a while to get Toki to stop sulking. Eventually she gave in. It took a lot of hugging and head pats. Oh wow. Oh wow, we actually went and head pat and hugged her to console her. Probably wasn't part of the plan, but it worked anyway. Toki wants to be heavy artillery. You know what? I don't blame her. I don't blame her. If Toki had the option of changing her limbs into like mechanical ones, I think she would do it. But then she wouldn't be the perfect maid doing so, because, you know, she wouldn't be like what do you call this? She wouldn't be as pretty and perfect, I guess, to use her words. Naru will still beat her even if she had a hand cannon. That's probably true. Who'd build it if the two geniuses said no? If the two geniuses said no, the only other people who would do it is the engineering department, and they're not on hand right now, so she can't do that. But she could like commission them for the Mega Buster. That's still possible. The rocket punch though, I don't know if they would like reject that. They would still do it because it's cool, but they would probably find a different way. Then we can stop the feisty hot-headed tomboy. Nope, she gets stronger by getting angrier. Angrier and more feisty. Actually, now that I think about it, could Neru be the Hulk? I guess she's not quite the Hulk, but she's pretty close. Please check in once you've gotten up. I've returned from my early morning patrol. The sun's not up yet, though. Yes, precisely. Oh, okay. So she's taking advantage of this? Of course, any defense systems possesses vulnerabilities. This was established by Miss Rio of all people. But we must always be prepared for unexpected situations. On top of that, this is a special place where common sense doesn't apply, in many ways. You're so reliable, Toki. Thank you for acknowledging that. And there's another reason for the early morning recon. And what would that be? The music stops. The music stops. You'll find out soon enough. Posture check, thank you. I was actually about to stretch a little bit. Thank you though. Yes, this seems perfect. Look, Sensei, even here the morning sun rises. Oh, she also gets a new one. Oh, that's what's under the jacket. Oh, wow. It's as form-fitting as the others, but you don't get to see it except for here. I like that smile she's got, though. She seems a lot happier compared to her other Live 2Ds.
綺麗な朝焼けですね。
Oh wow, she's changed a
ここでは
lot.
毎日この景色が観測できます。
It is kind of weird we're just using this steel continent
と言っても
for this scene.
ここに来てからの数日分しか記録はないので毎日ではないのかもしれませんが。
Wow. I do like Toki's smile here. The scene's also pretty good, but I like Toki's smile here the most. It's incredible.
はい。でもここからだと全く違った色に感じられるんです。空も橙色に輝く大地も。
Langlo's orange.
私は先生とこうして景色を共有する時間が好きです。
I see.
心が動いたものをこうして伝えられるこのひとときが。
She wanted to monopolize Sensei for the sunrise. You know what? That's fair while everyone else is asleep.
この一瞬は今この時間しか存在しません。そして二度と戻ってこない。
She's being a little bit more romantic than she usually is.
先生、もしも今最後の時が訪れたら。 私は先生のそばでその瞬間を共にする最後の一人になれますか？
Would I be capable of being the final person to stand by your side? The last bodyguard? I wonder. That's kind of nice though. So you enjoy this scenery? Correct. Of course, I'm also aware of the paradox. We are in enemy territory. Any act could be fatal. But I also have self-centered thoughts. I have a self-centered thought. No matter how absurd the situation may be, one must acknowledge if they find joy in it. Isn't being able to find and feel beauty a wonderful thing? Before she wouldn't be able to do this, but now she can. That we must keep looking and observing. It shows hope for the future. I see. What? You felt that my thoughts on finality were overly dramatic. If that's your perspective, then you may have a point. But that's alright. After all, I'm next to you, Sensei. Above all, I'll make sure nothing so drastic ever happens to you. That's why I'm fully armed with these two pistols. See? They're always ready, like me. Oh dear, the sun has already risen. Time truly flies when I'm with you. I wish I could catch time. I would like to keep it close and safe. held in my hands. If I could do that, I would capture only the most brilliant moments. That's called a camera. But also, I get it. I get it. You want to freeze the moment, never want to leave it. I've had that plenty of times. I would carry them with me forever. I'd keep them safe, in a place where no one could ever take them from me. She has changed a lot. Yeah, if only that were possible. But still, we're here together right now, aren't we? Yes, that's right. At least I'm with Sensei. Me and Sensei. Sensei? Huh? For this moment, could you stay just the way you are? Do not move, please. Is she gonna hug me? After saying that, Toki carefully approached and nestled into my arms. Yeah, I had a feeling it was gonna be something like that. It's not necessarily a hug. She just want to bury herself in there. Toki? Shh. You might wake the others. Just a moment will do, Sensei. Just a moment with you, all on my own. All my own. Instead of catching time, yes, this is better. Yes. Thank you, Sensei. Wow. All three MomoTalks so far. Well, maybe not Rio. Rio wasn't like too forward, except for maybe during that little experiment that she did. But Himari and Toki, very forward. Though Toki is more direct and Himari is more roundabout. Today was another hectic day. It's still only noon. Yes, correct. Also, about the world's final moment. I have not given up. Huh? Please remember, next to you, you'll always have the perfect maid and perfect recon agent, Asuma Toki. Man, all these three MomoTalks end with like, this is actually the final part of the MomoTalk, and like, remember me kind of thing. 342, they're all next to each other, aren't they? Thank you, TGR, thank you. Malkuth level 70 is pretty easy. You can probably spam that for points. Malkuth D90 is also super easy. Actually, I did the run earlier. I haven't tried it with Aris yet, but I'll probably do that next time because I don't want to like what do you call this? Ruin the moment as it were. But as far as these three MomoTalks, I feel like I like Toki's probably the most out of all of them. Himari's pretty good too. Rio, I think, gives us a little bit more lore compared to the other two, but also a little bit more insight to how Rio thinks a little bit. But yeah, the raid itself is like super easy. If you haven't tried challenging yourself on harder difficulties in mock battle, I'd suggest doing so, and just do the highest one you can do. Even if it takes like a couple of runs, it's not too difficult. It's not difficult at all, actually. Just get yourself a healer and one of each type, and that's usually done. Or you can just like grab your highest bond students, that also works. I think single target though is best, but whatever works for you. Let me see. Oh crap, where'd I go? Oh, I didn't mean to go there. I meant to check on Toki's Life 2D a little bit more. Okay, hold up. Her suit is fairly similar, I guess, to everyone else's. Like, I think it's pretty similar to Yuzu's and Rio's. It's just not like filled out in the front. She's decently big, but she's not like filled out like Rio is for sure. I am kind of surprised though that for this particular one, they didn't focus on anything body part wise like they did with Rio and Himari. Probably because they did it earlier with her bunny costume. But I think the best part of this is really that smile. That smile on Toki is really, really nice. I think this is the first time she smiled in any of her live 2Ds. So I do appreciate that. Okay. Oh, wow. Hold up. Let me try that again. She closes her eyes for a second, and then she just gives you this look afterwards. She just gives you the look. It's not like the look of someone about to pounce you, though it could be that eventually. It's more like she's satisfied. She enjoys this. Not sure why she took off her coat for this though, but you know, at least we get to see what's under there. The only time we get to see what's under there. That was pretty nice. But yeah, I kind of don't want to ruin the moment for this one. So we'll probably just end here today. Again, we didn't do Iris's and Kay's MomoTalks, because apparently pretty big spoilers in their MomoTalks for the Decagrammaton event that's not even done yet. So we'll do those when the event is over, and next week for our usual Blue Archive stream, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do. Could figure out what to do. We'll see. Could be, like I said, could be a event we haven't done on stream before, which I think there's only a couple. Pretty much caught up otherwise. There's also, I guess, the mini stories and such, but anyway, that's gonna do it for me today, guys. You did want Sensei to see her without the jacket on, yeah. Yeah, she did say that in the story itself. So, I'm glad we were able to do this. Glad we were able to do this. But, as nice as this is, oh, Hikari's like doing her tap thing over there. But Kay being on the robot. I find this nice. I find this very cute. Oh, I'm actually surprised you can't see. I'm surprised you can't actually see her thigh highs while she's on this thing. Hold up. I think I can turn off the interaction, right? Wait, how do I turn off the interactions on the... I think it's this. Interaction off. Now, where does she go? I want to see if I can see her thigh highs. Oh yeah! There's like a tiny little gap. It's a little hard to see because of the angle. Let me see. I want to see your reaction to GIFs. I know I head patted you earlier, but I want to see your reaction to GIFs. What do you take? Oh, she likes games. Oh, she likes this too. Okay, let's give one to you here. Ah, that's cute. That is cute. Now that I think about it, it'd be kind of sad if you ever get her like to 100. You won't get to see that anymore, because you can't gift that to her. I guess you can still head pat her, but still. Alright, back on the robot, Kay.
自分の
Back on the
体を持
robot.
つのは
Alright, I'm gonna leave you here. And I will see you guys all next time. The pictures that we saw earlier, I'm gonna put that in the description, as well as the usual stuff. Let me just get the outro for now. I will be back to stream in the next couple of days. It's gonna be, what do you call this? It's gonna be Limbus Company. It's been a while since I streamed Limbus Company, but then again, there's not a whole lot that happens there. Story chapters are far in between, but yeah. Just FYI for anyone who wants to check that out. Okay. Holy crap, my mouse has lost all sensitivity. What is going on? It's not just my... Oh, that's what actually happened. Yeah, my mouse sensitivity went down like crazy. That's so much better now. Okay. Let's do this. And this goes up. Alright, I am gonna disappear now. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for coming by. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Disappear. This goes here. And we got this. And